Hey everyone, SkeelsyShoota here, show number 7 of the QuadFeed podcast. This week, all the way from the UK, we've got SuperZelda60 telling us all about his freakish gaming skills. We talk a bit about Battlefield 4 and our general impressions, as well as a bit about Call of Duty Ghosts and what we're expecting. All that and the usual Ron Bollocks this week on QuadFeed. Stay tuned. Hey Internet, it's SkeelsyShoota here coming at you with episode 7. 7? It is 7, yeah? 7!
Yep. I don't even know how many episodes.
That's it. There's such a huge back catalogue on this show that I need an abacus before long. It's going to be crazy.
6.
It comes after 6, before 8. Lucky number 7.
In his defense, though, we almost didn't have an episode 6, even though we did it, so that's probably why.
Indeed.
There you go. Saved you.
Thank you. Thank you for that little Alzheimer's moment where I forgot how to count. Mind you,
numbers.
Not that Ron should be hurling any stones, considering the daylight saving debacle of a few weeks ago, but hey, that's just me.
Hey, I've replied to that. Anybody watching this right now, go to that episode 3, and I've got my reply to that.
I'll say before he ran out of batteries. There we go. Oh,
Spoiler face.
That just cost you a view as well. Shit. Okay.
Yeah. Basically, it was a mini. What do you call it? A montage. Sounds a bit sexual, but
Montage?
what did you call it? A monofeed. It was a monofeed. It was a monofeed reaction video.
Because mono is one and feed is feed.
So that concludes our intensive 2-week training course.
Clearly, this man is the most qualified.
Is it true you can get mono from monotages? Or is it just... No? Okay.
I'll look into it.
Is it lupus?
Right.
Please tell me it's not lupus. So yeah, show 7 had a departure from a guest last week purely because Chris had to get up for work the next day early or something. I don't know. No, I was kidding. It was like late finishes kind of thing. So we had a break from that and had a nice early one. But this week we've got another guest, and I'll introduce him shortly. Let's go through the usuals though. Benny Mino.
Hello.
There you go, mate.
Yeah, pretty good.
Now
Good
in
to be here.
720p. Lovely.
Yep. Just like Call of Duty.
Just a little bit of a sideways jab there at the...
Yeah.
I love how people
low
think
blow.
that the word upscale just magically fixes all things. God.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
I'm still undecided about that whole thing. Oh, God. Yeah, the trials and tribulations that is a Call of Duty launch. Hello, Chris.
Hello.
There you go, mate.
How are you guys?
How much money, all told, did you get back in your pumpkin venture? Did you sell before October 31st?
No, I was thinking of investing now while it's low.
Yeah, the market is ripe, pardon the pun,
Yeah.
for pumpkin investment. You get them really cheap right now. I think they'll peak right around December.
Yeah.
I noticed your voice is sounding at least 25% sexier.
Yes, I am.
Something in the realm of mine, but...
Almost. Not as good, but...
Keen listeners of the show will notice that Chris is sounding 90% less potato-y than he has been in recent weeks. Because he plonked down on a podcaster. Good man.
Oh.
Is he actually using that right now?
He is.
Yeah.
Wow.
In all
I didn't
its
notice.
white
Sorry.
iPod-like goodness.
It was all worthless if Ron couldn't hear the difference. Right now.
One of my ears is deaf, so...
I'm kind of,
Got used to death.
mind you though, I'm building to the crescendo that is
Yeah.
Ron sounding. Well, there's not a number in the world that says how sexy and better you're sounding this week.
I can't believe it. And actually, anybody who is going to do any kind of podcast or anything like that, seriously, invest in a
Oh, here it comes.
Guitar Hero microphone.
From the makers of Guitar Hero comes Ron's voice.
I'm actually just using one. I can't believe it. It apparently is sounding better unless, potato-io.
Mind you, though,
It is
Sounds bad.
it's probably built in some Japanese factory where there is a huge karaoke sort of, a karaoke filter in there to make people sound better than what they actually are. So maybe that's it.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I really hope it is. And you know what? Thanks to the Japanese kids making the microphones. So. How do you say? You know what? You might be Japanese, but I'm going to say thank you in Chinese.
Share. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, arigato.
Arigato.
Domo arigato.
Oh, is that? Oh, yeah.
Roboto.
Mr.
You know,
Roboto.
I'm going to look on eBay. I might get one of those mics. Just, yeah. That actually sounds pretty damn good.
You know what? I think you should. Just for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Guitar Hero mics.
Or I'll just get one at the next council cleanup on the...
I know, because I know the good people.
Them out. No one plays anymore.
The good people at iTunes probably won't touch this podcast unless at least 3/4 of us are sounding awesome. Jesus. Look
Yeah.
We are sexier.
And our guest this week, you probably know him from at least half a dozen top 5 Beast of the Week appearances where he just goes absolutely batshit crazy on... what were the game? I mean, the driving games and... Was it Burnout Paradise?
Yeah, I've done loads.
Yeah.
I've done Burnout Paradise, I've done Race Driver Grid, I've done Super Meat Boy, I've done Call of Duty, it's just Super Meat Boy, yeah.
Yeah.
On Steam. It's a lot of them.
Just watching your videos right now. Pretty sexy.
Pretty sexy. You should watch the most recent. The most recent one is it a Spec Ops mission called
Yeah, Modern Warfare 3, yeah.
Warfare 3? Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I've done those and yeah, couldn't even crack.
Took me a while, yeah. I have to say.
There you go. So the world knows you as Super Zelda. We will call you Carl, I suppose, because that's your name, I suppose.
Well, yeah.
And we will kick off with the show. Ron's got his VB long neck. Like this is some sort of episode of Once for Warriors.
Yeah.
Shit, this is a great drink. It's the best, bro.
Are we going to do this again? Really? Good drink.
I'm surprised nobody else is joining
Wow.
me.
Well, I
I've
just
got
finished my
water.
coffee.
and
But
just,
Wait, Carl, you got what, water?
yep. Good old water.
that's it. H2.
As do
Whoa.
I have IQ water.
Ideal.
La-di-da, Benny.
But
Oh,
really, it's
step
just
back.
the IQ. It's
I don't
just
like
the...
that tap stuff. I don't drink from the tap.
No, that's
tap.
that's the clever part though. It's just the bottle. I got the water from the tap. So
Oh,
it's making it look fancy. Oh.
yeah. I have several bottles I could have filled with water, but I got the IQ
Could've
one.
put it in a cup. But no, you wanted to use the wanky water bottle.
It tastes better. It tastes better.
Such a sellout.
Oh, it's good. It's good.
How does that even work?
It doesn't. He's bullshitting. He's got to be. Ben, I'm going to come over to your place right now. I'm going to punch you in the ovaries.
No, what did I do? What's up?
Drink
I missed
shot.
that.
Are you part of the conversation, Ben?
I was drinking my IQ water.
So anytime
No.
you're drinking it, you can't pay attention.
Nuh-uh. Only do one thing at
Nah,
once.
that's why I need IQ water. I
One
need,
track mind.
yeah.
So
Sorry about that.
let's have a
Yeah.
topic, shall we?
Probably a good idea.
Let's have a roll on the topic. Something that maybe half of you have been involved in, half of you haven't.
Maybe.
Battlefield 4. What do we think?
Oh.
What do we think? People who've played it, raise your hands. Benny. Chris is looking suspicious.
What's it like, Ben?
I haven't.
I haven't played it yet, unfortunately.
Carl hasn't. Ron is digesting. Ron hasn't. Chris, sorry, was it you're
I
going to
haven't
get
played
soon?
it yet.
Haven't played it yet. Okay, so talk among yourselves. Me and Ben are going to have a frank discussion about the state of play with the...
I did watch a couple of GIFs.
I've seen it, but I haven't played it.
I hate Battlefield altogether. I'm not playing it. I'm not touching it.
You know what?
So you're
Fanboy the whole
life
through
mode.
and through.
What was that? That sounded...
Oh, Quaffle?
Well, whether or not we play Battlefield 4 or not, and since it's only me and Ben, I'll leave it to Ben to give his side, and I'll give my side.
All right.
First impressions.
Okay.
First
Okay,
off,
to
did
start
you
off
guys
with-
blow up any building?
Yes, several.
Okay.
Okay, I've got to say though, this sounds like massive like overstatement possibly. It's probably like the best first-person shooter I've ever played. It is
Blasphemy.
Seriously good. It is seriously good, but the game is like broken as all fuck right now.
Oh, wow.
I'm talking in terms of multiplayer. The single player is the same old shit. Yeah, it looks really good. It's fun, whatever, but really nothing groundbreaking. But the multiplayer, it's just
Actually, speaking of
the
single
mix
player,
is just
I heard the single player was very, very short.
yeah. I think you could
Have
do it
you
in like
finished
6
the whole bit?
hours.
Short and dry are the words that I were heard to.
Jeez.
No, I've been trying to play the multiplayer. I've done a little bit of the single player, as in like an hour and a half, and I think I've already done like a third of it. But yeah, the multiplayer is just seriously good. The mix, just like before Battlefield 3, the maps were really good as well, but I found them like not too big, but just you weren't in the action as much. But now you're just in the thick of it all the time, and it's almost just like a mix between normal Battlefield and Call of Duty in the sense of it's a little bit more arcadey in a sense, if you want to say it like that. Maybe that's a bit, sacrilege to say, but visually fantastic, and it's seriously good when it works. Seriously good. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Will you work for Macca's or something?
What?
Huh?
You
Oh.
guys remember that I'm loving it?
I'm loving it. Hmm.
Okay, that went over your heads, right?
No, that was pretty clever.
Fuck you, Ben.
Oh, okay. No, I thought that was... Yeah. Anyway, try it out. It's a really good game.
It
when
is.
they fix it.
And I guess I will counter by saying, echoing exactly what Ben said in that, yes, visually stunning, and in terms of pure immersion into everything that surrounds you, like it's pretty intense. You can kind of imagine that you're this guy that's been plonked into the middle of a war zone and with shit going on around you, and you're like, holy crap, how the fuck do I get out of this? On the flip side, if and this is only pertinent to me, this is actually my first quote unquote PC game in a very, very long time. So I've had to grapple.
Besides Solitaire and Minesweeper.
Yeah. Well, last time I checked, I didn't have to use a mouse and a dozen keys to navigate Solitaire. But
WASD.
yeah, so I'm still in, I suppose, newbie mode purely from a keyboard point of view, and then add to the mix, me getting so, pretty much dropped into a war zone and trying to massage out a game where I don't go super negative. Like I've had games where I've gone like 3-12, and where I've started off 3-0, going, oh, maybe this is the game.
Here we go. This is it.
This is the game where everything finally gets into place, and then all of a sudden I just bust out a 12 kill streak of me.
Death streak.
12
Yeah,
death
it's just
streak.
like spawn, die, spawn, die, spawn, like in the
Spawn,
space of...
die.
Yeah.
It's
You just get
very
these crazy...
happen,
Yeah.
especially when you've got good people in the aircrafts or the tanks. Very easy to just get run over in the tables.
And that's the other
Especially
thing.
when your deploy point where you can choose where you want to deploy with your squad. I mean, you deploy with them kind of knowing they're under attack but not sure how bad it is. And then the second you hit deploy, you die instantly. And it's just like, fuck's sake, that is so frustrating.
I thought they had big maps in that.
Well, they
They're
do.
huge.
Yeah.
The maps are they just shit all over Battlefield 3 maps. They are just the next level. They are just so good. Just the design of them is just fantastic.
And I suppose that has a lot to do with the whole Levolution thing, and Call of Duty already taking cues from that just in the freefall map that's coming out. But
So how hard is it to actually set one of those Levolution, or what they call the demolition of parts of the map?
there's a video. I think it's a level cap game. Pretty sure he goes through all the maps that involve Because I think every map's got a levolution aspect to it. But I mean, there's ones where you have to take out the side of like a slipway which holds millions and millions of liters of water and stuff. And a few of those take like a few RPGs and a pretty substantial amount of
so
damage.
one person can set it off. It's not a team thing.
Yeah, and there are other ones where it's as simple as taking out 4 pillars on one side of a hotel and watching the whole thing just descend into madness. And then there's that one. Then there's the skyscraper one. I don't even know any of the map names. It's kind of bad.
Yeah. Still learning them.
Yeah.
But then there's also the one with the satellite dish as well, which when it crashes, you're underneath the satellite dish and it's still a map. It doesn't cover the map. So it's just like a little enclosed area underneath the satellite dish, and it's just
So it's like
completely changed.
2 men in, 1 man out.
Yeah,
Don't
it can.
fire.
Yeah. It's just I was playing that one early and it was so good.
The grind's
then-
pretty slow as well. Did you find that?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's always been like that though. It's always harder well, for me anyway. I find that it's harder to get kills. Well, not harder, but takes longer. This is in comparison to Call of. Yeah, I mean this is in comparison to Call of Duty though. COD, where it's you can rack up heaps in a couple of minutes, where this is maybe a couple of minutes, but they're way more satisfying.
I've been told Ghosts actually is it's a lot slower of a grind in Ghosts.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
I heard the maps there is one map that is pretty big coming in Ghosts. I don't know what it's called, but I think there is. It's like 90 seconds to go from one side to the other.
Bloody hell.
Oh, wow. That's
90 seconds.
Get in the back of an all-terrain vehicle and just go from one side to the other and just... Yeah, damn. That's. I mean, even then, that's pretty big even for a COD
for a
map.
COD map, that's huge.
Yeah.
Maybe they're trying to meet somewhere in the middle and give Battlefield fans a reason to come over. Who knows?
yeah.
What else
But,
about Battlefield?
But yeah, just at the moment, the servers are just really bad with rubber banding, and we were saying before that we were playing for like a few hours, we'd level up, and then the next day we'd log back in, and just we'd have lost all of our progress, and we'd have to do it
Really?
all over again. Yeah, it just like as if it just didn't remember, like all the unlocks we'd got, all the XP we'd got. I mean that's almost like the best case scenario, things that the servers will crash
All those
halfway
people that
through.
would play 12 hours straight or something from launch, it's all gone.
Oh, it's not for everyone sort of thing.
it's a mixed
as far as I
bag.
know, it's happened to everyone, but it's just random and happens here and there, or servers crash. And like again, we mentioned before, Gav and I were playing with the guys from Good Game. I mean, that was great for about an hour or something like that, and then it just started stuffing up.
Then they changed
Where-
servers, and then that one stuffed up.
Yeah, we swapped over to them. We were playing with them again, and then I stuffed up again, and it was just like, oh, for fuck's sake, we just want to play this, and we're playing with like, the hosts of Good Game sort of thing. And
Wait,
then,
were you actually playing with the host of Good Game?
yeah,
Thanks for the
Gav-
invite, you fuckwits. Thanks.
you don't even have the fucking game. And Gav,
Yeah,
what you shot Barjo in the face, didn't you?
I got him once or twice. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the only
Brilliant.
claim to fame.
I was on Barjo's and Goose side. They were coming first and second, and because I'm so fantastic, I came third. That was awesome. But I wanted to be on Gav's team so we could fight them. That would have been really good. But yeah.
So do you think
Killed
you would have made the supercut on the show?
You
I
know
didn't
what?
think of that.
It'd be interesting to
Didn't
see. No, I mentioned
I
that to
didn't
you
even think
before,
of
Ben.
that.
I mentioned it to you, saying, you know what, just get in-game
Oh,
footage.
yeah.
But we will see.
We'll see.
Good game.
If you're
for-
lucky, it might have them looking at the character and you can see your gamer tag.
Yeah.
Carl,
I set them. Sorry.
I was going to say, like, for Carl's benefit, Good Games is a video game show that's here in Australia.
That's actually on TV, not like a web-based thing.
All right.
Yeah.
Which is a big deal in Australia.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It's got
Yeah.
devoted airtime.
TV doesn't like anything to do with games.
Yeah.
And even then it's on, ABC 2, so not even on the main ABC channel. But who cares?
Oh,
Like a good
Wow.
maybe 60 people watch it.
think more people watch it online than actually from the channel.
I'm in that demographic.
Can they do that?
Yeah, it's got a, if you go to the website of the TV station, they have episodes and you can just stream them online.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
ABC,
And on YouTube too, yeah.
abc.net.au/iView. Pimped
Yeah.
out. There you go. Give me my
Wait,
money,
so-
ABC.
Are we going to get a paycheck from them now?
Yeah.
I'll sell.
No, it's government owned. They won't send
No,
us shit.
because Gavin stopped them, so no money for us.
Yeah, that's it.
Sons of bitches.
I'll just settle for a
God damn.
signed photo of Hex. Don't worry. When you see Carl, you will understand.
Yeah. Go check it out. It's well worth your while.
Yeah. Battlefield. Yeah, it's such a mixed bag because I'm fully aware that if I was to jump in there and to do well and have no server issues, I'd think it'd be better than what it is at the moment. So I'm trying to put myself in that mindset of, when the browser, when the server issues are all sorted out and I get a bit better on the old mouse and keyboard, and when I become a bit more situationally aware of all the stuff that's happening around me, then I'll be able to join your camp of it's one of the best, well, if not the best
Being
FPS
a,
game.
I
console
really can't think
gamer-
of anything better.
Is it kind of
Yeah,
like
being
what's
a
happening
console
with
gamer, would you stick with the keyboards, or are you thinking of switching to a controller?
At
while
some
you're
point, I
playing?
will get a controller, purely just to see if there is any difference.
Are you going to have those little extra pieces on the thumbs, like your current
Hey.
Xbox One?
Control Freak, sponsor me. Come on. I pimp you to at least 100 people every week. My reaction times in spinning around, like turning on someone, are obviously a lot quicker on a mouse, and that was one of the benefits that Ben said to me about. But I still am in that kind of middle ground of looking down and having to go, oh right, 2 secondary weapon, 3 for other things, and if a
Mouse
C-
wheel.
if
Mouse wheel.
mouse wheel,
Yeah,
Yeah,
mouse
that
wheel.
changes guns.
shit.
or buy a
Yeah, it
mouse
does.
with
Yeah.
a bottom.
Maybe it's just a case of getting a different mouse altogether and just an actual gaming mouse with some degree of functionality other than.
With the mouse wheel.
Well, it has a mouse wheel.
Hospital.
I mean,
How
it's
do
all-
you open links in a new tab without a mouse wheel? Oh, that was a game changer when I found that out. Click everything with the mouse wheel. Anyway,
Yeah. So I do
trust me,
agree
when
with
you get used to it, you won't go back.
When-
I've said that every single
yeah.
time.
And I kind of think I'm in that demographic of like people who are open to playing both and not being, getting butthurt by saying, "Oh, I'm a COD only player, or I'm a Battlefield only player." And like, get over it. It's a game, and if you enjoy the game, play the game. Simple as
You
that.
play it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I am a COD only player. So
Ron's about to get butthurt,
No.
and not in the way that he likes.
sometimes there's like an itch in there you just can't scratch. I'm not going to continue.
It's called
you're gonna-
it's called a
you're gonna censor me.
Toblerone.
You're going to censor me again? Because I'll go on a rant right now if you really want me to.
Hey, just wait till the corners melt on the Toblerone, okay? That's
You'll be all right.
I like to freeze them first anyway. I like the rough edges.
oh right, kinky. Cool.
Oh.
He's a man of passion. Obviously, drinking VB out of a long neck. It's an
That's
acquired taste.
I'm a classy motherfucker. What can I say?
Classy motherfucker. What else was there? Batman. Yeah. So I think last Sunday I only had the game at that stage for about 24 hours. And I went off on a mini rant about how some of the reviews were being less than kind based on arbitrary reasons of not moving away from a formula that, well and truly worked on previous games. So why change it kind of thing? But yeah, it's a damn good game. It's a bloody good game.
It is indeed.
The mechanics that I wanted to see stay as they have are exactly the same. Aside from the launch event that we went to last week for Batman, where we couldn't get past one of the very first rooms. For fuck's sake, I don't know whether or not they just cranked the difficulty up just to make it super difficult.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that very first people you encounter after, like, as in the intro is finished, you walk down the stairs,
yeah.
and for the life of us, we could not kill these people.
And there's me trying. I mean,
And I was like,
I've since broken out a 58 hit streak on like just a bunch of goons and stuff, and I'm like, how the fuck did I even struggle in that first room? I'm blaming a PS4 control, a PS3 controller. That's the end of it. That's what I'm blaming.
that's got to be it. Yeah.
What the cinematic sequences are like, I think are pretty much at the ceiling of what a 360 can do, and kind of at the right time. Similar to what Halo 4, kind of hit in terms of their graphics capability. Like the sequences are really, really cool. The story in itself, that's one of the best things about it. Like, because it's a prequel, they can go in any which way direction they want to.
Hey, do they get him in the end? Does he die?
Yeah, he's dead. And it's Batman's
Because
son.
that would surprise me.
It's Batman's son. He comes out and avenges his dad. No. There is actually a Damien. Is it Damien, son of Batman?
Yeah, it's like Talia al Ghul and Batman have a kid.
That comic, I think the first series of that comic has just come out, hasn't it? I saw something about it. I digress. But it's the story's super good. I think I'm probably about halfway through it, and probably when I say halfway through the amount of assassins that I need to kill, and I'm probably only at about 25% of the game. So the scope of it for all the other stuff, hidden side missions, and in Edward Nigma before he becomes the Riddler.
Oh, Enigma.
Enigma before he makes an appearance as the Riddler. He's in that.
Shouldn't you put up your spoiler face for just in case somebody who doesn't know anything about Batman?
No, that's very much the first thing. You get past that room that we couldn't get past, and all of a sudden you're confronted with a room that is Enigma. It's like, well, okay, that's.
But Enigma's not really just from the game. He's been around in Batman for ages.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You will have to.
He's just not as famous as Joker or Riddler and stuff.
Yeah, but I'm guessing because this is.
Isn't he Riddler? Enigma?
Well, I didn't want to do a spoiler thing.
Oh shit! Right.
No, but if you've seen the Jim Carrey movie, he is.
Yeah.
He is Edward Nigma, isn't he? Yeah. It's hardly a spoiler face. We're referencing a very awful Batman movie from the mid-90s.
Hey, that movie wasn't that bad.
Hey guys, the Titanic sinks. Whoa! Easy, Tiger.
Spoiler face.
So I guess the thing is, if you guys thought that one was bad, what do you think the Ben Affleck one's going to be like?
You know what? This is.
I hope it's like Jay Lee. I like Jay Lee. That was a good movie.
I'm trying to cast my mind back to when, what's his name? The dude who died, Heath Ledger, when he was cast as Joker, and everyone's saying, how the hell is he going to pull this off?
Yeah.
I think for the most part, it's going to be a case of that. I think,
I agree.
if they age him as a Batman in his later years kind of thing, and don't try and go towards an age bracket of Batman that is just unrealistic. Like, I guess that's what I liked about the most recent one. The most recent one's like he's kind of been ravaged by all the battles he's had and time as well, and his suit.
A realistic Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this Ben Affleck Batman's not going to be like a continuation from Christian Bale's Batman. I mean, is it going to be like that?
I don't think so.
No. So it's
It'd be too much of it.
The thing is, though, how many reimaginings can you do of a franchise before it just gets too reimagined?
What like Spider-Man?
When they stop making money on it.
Twice, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
Christ, that's enough. Fucking Spider-Man.
Spider-Man,
Or the-
Superman, Hulk.
Yeah.
I don't even know who the Incredible Hulk is anymore.
Invariably, though, I mean I suppose the most recent iterations of them do tend to be better.
Well, yeah, because
Guys
they
are
do
coming
that
from
market
time,
research
doesn't
of what people want to see now. That's why Batman was so dark this time. It was so violent, and because that's
And he had this gravelly voice.
Yeah. And people were weirded out by that, and they were like, why has he got a different voice when he's Batman? It's like, well, that is fundamental. That goes right the way back to the comics. Even in the comics, like his the speech bubbles were, I think I'm right in saying this, that they were italicized, so you could actually tell when he's obviously putting on that voice.
Well, yeah, because he always had to put on a voice, otherwise people would recognize
Realise
that.
it was him, yeah.
I'm Batman. What's that, Bruce? Oh, I'm sorry, wrong voice.
It only works with Superman. People don't seem to pick up that he's the
Yeah,
same person with
Because
glasses.
Clark Kent wears glasses, right? if he was Superman, how could he see? He wears glasses.
There was
They
a
can't
new
be the same people.
there's a new college humor video out that shows that alliance between Batman and Superman, but it's the bad man from the old college humor ones.
Oh, right. Like that video that you showed before where he's bragging about boning Talia.
Talia al Ghul.
And Bane's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I hit that.
The Batman, you're just not cool. Superman, you're just not cool. He was like, that's totally stupid disguise. Oh, glasses? We didn't see that coming.
I am going to look that up right now.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
You're nothing if not consistent, Ron.
That's
And
me.
then-
You got my number.
And then it will play like, oh, what? Can you guys hear that? Oh, okay. Every time.
Hey, you know what? Because you're saying that, I'm going to do my best to avoid that.
Oh,
Good, thank you.
Oh,
And then Gavin comes up with a copyright strike. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
So what console are you going to be getting next gen, Carl?
I think PS4. I'm not sure yet. I think PS4.
Yes.
Oh, come on, guy. Come on.
That's refreshing. A lot of people have been saying the Xbox One, so it's good to hear somebody else say PS4.
I don't know. I'm just PS4.
Just pulled in that
Not
direction.
ours,
yeah?
really.
Is that because you've always had a PS4, or is it something that
Well,
you...
I've had PlayStation. Yeah, I've
Okay.
always had PlayStation. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And what
interesting
about
how
the
loyal.
difference in the resolution? Is that something that would sway
I don't really
you?
mind.
Or...
I just get a console for the fact it's a console. I don't get it for like the specs or whatever.
Yeah. And I think that's kind of where a lot of people are at. I mean, I think it's only the people that are a bit upset about this whole resolution thing are the people that do end up playing on their home TV, like where it's 1080p natively and like upscaling from 720. For the uninitiated, obviously you've got to stretch those pixels, and the I suppose the graphics has to do a bit more to, I suppose, simulate what should go in a particular pixel. It's the same way. It's the same way if you scale up a photo from its native resolution up to something a bit more than what it should be. The pixels have to work that much harder in the gradation and the and I suppose the assumptions and whatever algorithms that need to happen in upscaling. That it's not really going to make a whole lot of difference to people who are playing it on a 27-inch monitor anyway. So.
Because that's what most people have anyway. So.
Yeah, or most serious gamers end up. You actually find that they're not playing on. Are you watching that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Well,
Fuck's
the
sake.
thing is, with the consoles and stuff, they weren't actually made to be on a big screen. So over 27-inch, I think, even for PC, it's a bit of a waste.
Yeah.
A little bit.
So,
You're never going to use it, so...
Yeah.
and it's only that game, so I mean, it's I suppose a stumbling block that they came up against, or whether or not it will run infinitely better or smoother at 720 because of the 60 frames a second, and
Maybe.
So yeah, and it's only going to be that game, and thankfully I've played enough other games on the Xbox One to not be too concerned about it moving forward anyway. So
Yeah, it's not a big deal really.
it's not.
It's just people will nitpick or look for any excuse just to bash anything. So hence why I did it. I did it like tongue in cheek, just clearly as a joke. But yeah,
Like when I was a Eurogamer, when I played COD Ghosts on Xbox One, that was paid perfectly fine. Like,
yeah,
if people complain about the graphics or the frames, it's just they're just nitpicking because they can. It's not something they should really complain about.
So you were actually playing on the Xbox One?
Yeah, with the Xbox One controller, yeah.
Okay.
So don't you want to just jump over to Xbox One now? Hey?
I think I've played both, and I don't really mind. I can play both perfectly well. It's not. I don't know. If I had the choice of getting both, I would, obviously. But
I always
I
had a
think
problem
I'll stick for PS4.
with the PS4, all the PlayStation controllers where the triggers aren't the triggers, like the triggers are the bumpers.
They're flaps,
and
aren't
then
they?
the triggers under are
weird.
the grenade and I forgot what the other one did. Sorry, but
Flashbang?
yeah, that always threw me off, and I hate PlayStations. That's why I hate Ben.
There goes my Sony sponsorship. Awesome.
Yeah, I know. That's gone out the window.
I'm not getting it. You can probably still get one.
The opinions and expressions of Ron do not necessarily represent the QuadFeed podcast.
They represent my quarter of it.
They represent 1/4 of the QuadFeed podcast. Yeah, because I mean that was what me and Chris weren't 100% sure on when we played it the other week. Is what are we actually playing it on? Yes, we were playing it on a Xbox One console controller, but
you didn't see the box.
didn't see the box.
No, and it was one of those things where we were playing in rows of people, and there was 8 aside, and there was no Xbox to be seen, so it was something where could have been on a computer, but
Maybe, yeah.
yeah.
The thing was though, I think the Microsoft boss has got into trouble as recently as in the last 24 hours, where they were showing some game footage passed off as the Xbox One when one of the commands was press spacebar to reload or something, or press spacebar to do something. It was just like out and out.
How can you buy a product from a company that will treat you as fools?
Yeah. The
Fuck
video,
you, Ben. That's how. And that's the actual.
They have done that, and I have to agree with Ben on that one.
yeah. But I mean, the YouTube video I was watching.
But a lot of people do that though. There was
Yes, they do.
Yeah, again,
I'm
I'm just
sure.
choosing that particular case because I can. I'm sure.
there was a guy that lost his job as a Ferrari tester because he told everyone that all the cars that the journalists are given are actually made to be better than they are when they sell them.
Really?
So all the journalists give rave reviews,
Give one a
and
Clarkson.
they're not actually the cars that people get when they buy them.
Oh, that's fact.
Give Clarkson a Lambo with like 900 horsepower. I was like, yep, sure. Oh,
Yeah.
hang on, it's only got 500 when it's out the door.
Exactly.
And that's like the Top Gear live shows where they go to like the track days. Then they have the Ferraris there, but they weren't Ferraris. They were Toyota MR2s or Celicas or something like
with
that
the body kit, yeah.
with the body kit on it.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
That's
That's
awesome.
why you have the stadium seating where people are so far away.
you can't see it.
You can't tell.
With like speakers on the side of the MR2, just like blaring a Ferrari 430 sound out the speakers.
Oh, that'd be convincing though. That's clever. Didn't they do that for Fast and the Furious as well? Like they couldn't get all those really rare cars. Like there's I don't know like one in the world,
Most of
and
the
then
cars are just replicas.
yeah, they just put another shell on top or whatever.
Kit cars.
Something else. That's
Yeah.
also.
It's nothing new. Everyone does it, and they're not going to waste a Ferrari when they could just crash a Toyota. So yeah,
They smashed 7 Aston Martins on Quantum of Solace.
yeah. And the Audis, I remember that the making of it. The guy's
Really?
there with the baseball bat, just going bang, hitting like these brand new Audis all in a row, and he's just there with the baseball bat, just going bang. Next one, bang, just hitting all the side doors in. Pristine, brand new Audis.
Need to make some damage.
I can't believe that they wrecked 7 Astons though. How long was the Aston in the video for when it wasn't in the parking lot?
Well, when there were some, I mean, there was
2
the
minutes or
ones.
something.
Well, there were the ones that have, you know, the rigs hooked up to the roof and stuff. So they'll probably wreck that and the camera
Oh, okay.
if there's a flipping scene or something, and they want to get a flipping scene.
Oh, well, I can understand like the flipping in that, which was basically the entire length of the car's appearance in the movie, but it wasn't even in there for at least half of the movie, and they wrecked 7. That's just ridiculous.
No, Quantum Assaults was the second one. The first one was Casino Royale. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
and that
The
was
ball torch thing.
actually done in Hertfordshire at the. I'm tempted to say something Alpine, the Glen Alpine test track. It's in Hertfordshire.
Yeah,
I
the
think.
test track, yeah, because they went there for Top Gear too.
Yeah.
That's where the Aston went off and then rolled and blah blah blah. Yeah, over the person.
Oh,
They did the truck challenge there. They had the semi-trailers.
That's
in
it.
front.
That's it. Oh,
One of the best episodes ever.
oh, fuck, that was a classic.
How did we get on this topic? Top Gear for cars, Ferrari, sounds, Fast and Furious.
Ron did it.
What? No. You were talking about how
Xbox consoles were replaced with PCs
yeah, they were hooked up to PCs and then
because they're terrible.
yeah, you know what? Okay, we got it, Ben. We got it. You don't like Xbox, so you know, it has to be, like button up. You know, maybe get off your fucking high horse for like maybe a minute. That'd be great. Just 1 minute. I'll be fine.
The
Yeah, I'm
views,
glad you're having a good time, Benny.
the views and
fantastic,
expressions of Ben are not representative of the QuadFeed podcast. Somewhere we'll
No,
find
but
a person on this podcast
that's it.
where the views.
Last week I said, oh, I'll probably, if I were to get a console, I probably will get an Xbox because the PlayStation could be as good as it wants to be, but if none of my friends are on it, then there's no point getting a PlayStation.
There you go.
And then I said no. You should stay with the gay station so that you can like actually play. Like you know, we've got you on the gay station, Chris with a PC, and
No,
we
I'm
actually enjoy gaming on the
get
Xbox.
a console.
Boom!
stick with PC
use
gaming.
Ben as the control group, in other words.
Are you all picking yours up from the same store? I might stand in line with you guys, and I'll just buy whichever one you guys buy.
Oh, well, I mean,
Only if
I've,
we-
I've got
only
day,
if we hold
day
hands.
1 edition, baby. I'll be at Broadway
Oh.
picking up my bad boy
I will be across the road drinking.
in the park in Newtown. That sounds
Meanwhile,
about
you
right.
have the computing power of 2 Xboxes in your PC right now, Gav.
Yeah, pretty much. Which I suppose
Big
leads me
business.
onto my next topic, and it's something that Carl will probably sympathise with. How concerned are you that come Christmas Day and the days after we're going to see a whole bunch of shitty 15-second YouTube clips being uploaded every single second?
Yes, I was afraid you were going to talk about this. Oh, I don't even know. Like, I understand they want to kind of get people trying to create content, but why would you just make a short little clip of something, I don't know, like a 7 kill feed? I don't want to see that in my timeline. Go away. I don't want to see this.
I suppose
People are
it's-
going to do it.
It's going to dilute the, it's either going to do one or two things. It's going to dilute the content that's there, so anyone with a semi-professional looking channel will obviously get views, but it'll also, I suppose, give more credence to the people that, do it for pretty much for a living. The likes of Jay and Ali A and all that sort of thing. So yeah, they'll probably get their token amount of views out of it, which is good for them.
Yeah.
But I'm just not. I'm not enthused by being going on the internet on Christmas Day, and it's like, right, let's just do a quick test, shall we? Kill feed and see how many of these 20, 30-second clips.
Completely spammed full of...
Yeah. Check it out, Mum. I got a double kill. Oh God, really?
Oh.
Check it out. I got a quad feed. Oh, mind you, if quad feed comes up as a search term, maybe I'll get some more traffic.
Oh shit, we're in business.
In business, baby.
Oh.
The genius if it comes out.
The genius of the Google search algorithm.
Hey, the second this becomes any bigger, I'm quitting. Right? I'm going to stay underground, and I'm going to stay true to myself.
Not going to sell out.
You guys, yeah, I'm never gonna sell out. You guys sell out, like, go for it, whatever.
You are the
And
Banksy.
Ron
You're
will
the
be uploading
Banksy.
20-second clips.
Mono feed, just paying you guys out for selling out.
Ron is the Banksy of the
Carl, you can
podcast
be a
world.
guest as well if you want. You probably won't want to.
You watch, the week that he leaves is the week that we get sponsored by KFC.
And then the next time you see this webcam, it'll just be my body swinging from
Hanging
It's like, hey,
at your
Ron,
funeral, instead of laying flowers, we'll just lay KFC pieces.
different,
would be
yeah,
very
just
good KFC.
two-piece,
A
flowering
bag full of
two-piece
KFC.
feeds.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But make sure they're
Okay.
only thigh pieces. Thigh pieces are the best.
Yeah.
Just the thighs.
Little daisies poking out of potato and gravy.
That is adorable. Yes.
From
It's like my
death comes
perfect
life.
funeral. Wow, that got morbid.
That got morbid quickly. You know what that gravy is like?
Deliciously morbid.
Don't say funny shit when I'm drinking. Might-
He'll spit
might
all over
choke
his
right
$3
here.
microphone. Hang on. Don't do that. Can't go ruining the microphone that's now working so well.
Yeah, you have to hang it somewhere else.
Jesus.
Oh, jeez.
It was perfectly fine before.
Ron, what the fuck, dude?
Sorry.
It just sounded like you just rammed it up an elephant's ass and asked it to fart.
And now it's moved back to the same position as it was before. Oh.
Congratulations on finding the exact same position it was in before.
No, I was changing it, then you heard the elephant ass sound, so I had to just move it back. You want to get the elephant ass sound again? We can do that again.
No.
Not particularly.
Oh, shit, no.
Yeah,
No.
not particularly. It's not conducive to a very nice podcast, that's all.
Yeah.
You can do that on your own channel, Farmyard Sounds with Ron. I don't know.
QuadFeed episode 2.
Chris.
It was a baby ox.
Yes.
It's maybe Paul.
He's right, you know.
How about everything?
About the ox?
How about everything? Chris,
Yes.
tell me about this Google mystery barge. Go.
Well, that's
Explain
the thing.
for our
Nobody
viewers.
seems to know about it.
Wait,
But
hold on. This sounds like
they're
something
building a barge.
that never have heard before.
Yeah, not 40 minutes ago.
Pretty
certainly.
sure.
Never.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure if you guys heard about, in Canada there was a giant Xbox One that took over a car park out the front of a game store, I believe. And nobody knew what it was. And then on the day of Dead Rising 3, I believe, they were announcing it or launching it. People were lined up around near where this giant Xbox was. And all of a sudden the Xbox opened up and a horde of zombies came out and started running towards the crowd of people.
Jesus.
So it was a pretty good launch
Yeah, that's
event.
it. Yeah, if terrorization
But-
was the order of the day, then yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And now there's another one that in San Francisco, I believe, there's this huge barge which is being built, and nobody really knows what it's for, but people know that it's for Google, and people are trying to figure out what it is. There's these high fences around it and loads of security. People have been trying to get people to talk about it. So I was just thinking, seeing as there was the Xbox with the zombies, I don't know if you guys know of anything coming up, but maybe we can speculate on what this barge is going to be for.
Maybe they're just looking to corner the market on barges.
Maybe.
Then maybe
they're
we're gonna have
inside of their landlocked office and they're going out for a water.
Cheeky
water
trip to
office.
Alcatraz. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
it's basically going to be their mobile headquarters.
Like some sort of tyrant. Just like
Yeah. It's going to be like that fucking thing from the Avengers.
yeah.
Going to be Hank Scorpio's
What is it?
office.
Yeah, you know that thing that'll fly the barge that flew
It's a helicarrier.
and then it went invisible. What was
The
it called?
Exticles.
It's called a helicarrier, mate. Get it right. Come on.
Boosh.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. Maybe we're missing a trick here. Maybe the top 3 industries to get in is search engines, some sort of browser, inventing some sort of browser, and the creation of barges. It's the
I thought you were
next.
going to say joining in for a supervillain's army.
Oh,
So
yeah,
you can
well, maybe that's number 4.
Yeah.
you'd be a part of
funding.
that mobile headquarters naval fucking.
Well, that just reminded me of the Austin Powers movie where it had the guy and his bachelor party, and they just had the effects of what happens to the henchmen when they don't make it.
Every time a henchman dies.
Yeah.
That's right. That's very good.
Well, that woman in the kitchen answers the phone is like, "Hello, he's what? Yes, he's a henchman in Dr. Evil's army. Yes, he was what? He was killed by a very slow-moving steamroller.
Decapitated by some ill-tempered mutated sea bass.
Oh.
They just don't think about how it affects the family of a henchman."
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
You're running people over in GTA, and you're just like, that could have been someone's mum. And then you just swerve and hit more people.
Oh yeah. I've got
Yeah,
a video
probably
that
somebody's brother.
I've got a video that I've been meaning to make where, it's just me at the promenade, I'm just barreling down there and I think I got up to about 30, 40 people before I just went, you know what, I'm just going to get out of here and just get shot to pieces.
Nice.
What am I doing with my life?
Just with that thing though, Chris, I'm surprised that, well, I'm not surprised, it's actually probably a good move, but if the that Dead Rising launch happened in America, like with that many people, now turning to a somewhat, apocalypse is coming kind of movement.
Well, it was actually in Canada.
That's
so
what I mean, yeah.
Canadians are a
You
bit
could never
slow.
get away with that shit in New York. Like, you do that shit in New York, you'll
The
have...
Canadians are cool.
Yeah, no, well, no, they'll just have, like, this gun-toting... People just walking past, not knowing or caring what
Yeah, I don't
this
think
Xbox
you could
launch.
have done it in LA. It would have just...
Can you imagine that in New York, though? Just these hordes of people coming down, just, like, not being able to say, oh, I'm part of a game launch. And yet there's this cab driver.
Yeah,
It's scary.
It would start a domino effect in New York because the streets are so long. People would just walk out, see people running, and just start running, not even know why they were running.
Yeah.
And it would just continue, domino all the way down.
And then the heroes, the guys that have been waiting for this day ever since they bought their zombie apocalypse pack, would just be going, right, now's the time to spring into action. Out comes the old...
The emergency shotgun.
Yeah. Out comes the R870. And they're just, kicking ass and taking names. All of a sudden, you're being charged with 7 counts of murder, and your defense is, I'm sorry, but I thought there were zombies.
Don't know how well that would go down in court.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The people versus Xbox America. Class action
You're
suit.
blamed for it as well? God.
And that's why I'll buy an Xbox.
Well, one of the things that they think the badge is for is a launch for the Google Glass. So I'm not sure if you guys are interested in the Google Glass.
I think it's
I'm not
stupid.
really...
I've seen,
a little bit.
if you follow iJustine on YouTube for anything other than visual stimulation, she was
Who
sent...
is this? I'm going to look it up. Sorry, what's her name?
Oh, God.
Come on, what's her name?
2 girls, 1 cup is what the video is.
Hey, I've watched that, and it is sexy.
Okay. Yeah, I think she was part of the beta for it. And I don't know, it's just got this whole creepy Minority Report kind of aspect to it, which...
Oh man,
Well,
that
that
bitch
was
is hot.
one of the things I was going to bring up. Apparently, people who are in the beta for Google Glass have been using it while they're driving and getting fines for using it while they drive.
Really?
Yeah,
I suppose it could be classed as a
'cause
mobile.
it's like using a mobile phone while you drive.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And I mean, they were in the beta, but it wasn't exactly free for them. Isn't it? If you got invited to the beta, you had to fly over to the US. I'm not sure where in the US it was, where you had to
wow.
go to like the big seminar and pick it all up and everything, where they didn't actually send it to you. So if we're in Australia and we got into the beta, we would have to pay thousands of dollars to fly over there
Go over
to
there.
go get it for free. Yeah.
Take time off work, lose more money. Maybe this is what this Arch is. It's another beta launch.
Maybe it's coming here.
Maybe.
To
Or maybe they're
save us
just
the
going to put
airfare.
it right in the middle of the ocean so it's closer to everyone.
It's going to be parked in Pearl Harbor, and we have to fly to Pearl Harbor instead.
I'm kind of thinking now it's probably a mobile prison for anybody who, like, well, you said it was for Google, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like anybody who doesn't or like fucks up, doesn't read the terms and conditions or something like that, or does something against them, sends them a bad email.
Thing.
Yes, they'll sail over to you, kidnap you, and torture you on that boat.
On the island. The island.
It's going to be a mobile imprisonment for people with copyright strikes on their YouTube account.
Exactly.
Oh,
Just going to round them
I
up.
have
and
to read their new terms and conditions now, just to make sure.
So next week it truly will be triple feed because I will have mysteriously disappeared.
gone.
I mean, that's probably a good segue anyway. I mean, this whole new Microsoft terms and policies of use and all that sort of stuff. It's basically an agreement, as far as I've read. Where the fuck's Ron gone?
I don't know.
You trying to give yourself a head job again? I've told you before that doesn't work.
I got so close.
I got
I
the
got
tip.
the tip of it. Like the tip of my tongue was just like, right there.
And that was enough.
I blew my load right there. Drunk.
Hair gel.
There we go.
The-
Censor. There's some editing for you later.
Are you gonna censor that?
Let's move on. A lot of people are getting a bit annoyed about it, but again, this comes back to how under a microscope this whole Microsoft Sony kind of battling thing is going. It's pretty much asking for details that you wouldn't find unreasonable to sign up to anything else on the internet.
So,
Okay.
like,
They
What?
want your name, they want your email address, they want the
blood type, organ donors.
the thing that's getting more like most people is just the ability for them to share it with third-party providers.
People do that anyway.
Standard for the
Yeah,
internet.
that's it. And that's the thing. It's like they're being transparent about it and they're copying heat for it. Whereas you've got the whole thing that happened earlier on this year where, Google have, along with other companies, have been embroiled in that whole NSA drama where, they've been doing it behind our back. So, they're being super transparent about it, putting it in a
You
document.
kind of have to expect that nowadays because it's the internet. Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing you can do. It's if someone's going to post it and you take that down, it's been posted 20 times by then. You can't take it down. It ain't going to
As
work.
soon as it's online, it's somewhere else. You can't delete stuff fast enough these days.
Yep.
No.
So, I mean, yeah, it's just that whole battle, Microsoft, Sony, and who can score the most nitpicking points at launch that will,
Yeah.
will
Yeah, Microsoft doesn't seem to be doing. They can't do anything right these days. They make their privacy statement transparent. Everyone hates it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, they're only going for the. I suppose to take it into political circles, they're only going for the swing voters. They're just trying to score those battles accordingly because they know the people that chances are had Xbox are probably still going to go Xbox. They're going to try and grab as many of the swing voters as they can.
People who are kind of on the fence. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. People like me. I don't have one.
People
What
like
do you
you.
think you'll actually get, Chris?
I don't know. I think I'm going to go into a shop and it's heads or tails.
No. That is so like you, though,
No.
Chris. Letting fate decide. Like, no, don't let.
Make
the
an
toss of a
informed
coin-
decision.
Make
if
an
you're gonna
informed
make one.
decision. Yeah.
Look at what kind of games are coming out. What you prefer to play? Because clearly for me, it's
Yeah.
Xbox because I'm excited for the games that are coming out on that.
Yeah.
But in
I have to
PlayStation, there's
say-
like 2.
Titanfall being an exclusive is
Titanfall
pretty
is
big.
the exclusive. That should
Yeah.
be the be all and end all for any sort of PS4 Xbox One discussion.
Yeah.
I'm
Xbox
totally
and
psyched.
PC.
I pre-ordered the collector's edition this week for the ripe sum of $399.
Scheiße.
Call me
What?
crazy.
Does that come with its own robot?
No.
Ron's impressed.
Yeah, that's...
He's like,
Wow.
dude, that's 2 hookers. It's, you know what though?
399 really bad ones.
I was about to say, holy shit, you go to some really expensive brothels. Because, I mean, yeah, the places I go to, cheap.
Hey, sweetheart, what does $2 buy me?
2 of us.
You know.
That gets you 2 pulls. The no, the stupid thing was, and this goes back to a topic that we discussed a few episodes ago, and the whole pricing disparity between the US and us. How much do you think it is in the States, this Titanfall Collector's Edition?
How much was it? $399.
$399?
No. How much did you pay?
$399?
$399. Oh,
I don't get it till middle of March, but have a guess as to how much the American version is, given the exchange rate.
I'd say
$349?
179 or something.
$179.
$500.
I would
I'd say
say price, right?
$299.
Someone's just going to do one and plus $1.
They're all, yeah, this isn't the Price is Right.
God damn it.
$250.
I want to do Ben's answer. I'm going to add $1 to it.
250. I'll save you the embarrassment
You son of a bitch.
because there is literally 398 options for you to choose from. $250.
I
So
guess
it's
that.
an
I guess that. Do I win the showcase?
No, you are
Yep,
you are under
you win all of
actually,
it.
so you do win the showcase. I'll have to figure out what I can give you after the show. Maybe it's $20 so you can get 20 hookers. I don't know.
Hey, man, I'm sorted. I'm happy.
I'm done. I got pizza and I got $20.
Exactly. I got pizza, my beer, $20. I don't even need to do anything for the rest of this podcast. All
I'm
right,
done.
I'm done.
Cheers.
See
Bye.
But what comes in this collector's edition to make it so expensive?
Yeah.
Like some of the Call of Duties, you know, they had what a night vision scope or
Well, no, that's that tactical. That's the Prestige edition.
oh, was that the tactical one?
Yeah, and it's basically a tarted up GoPro, so we won't even go there.
Yeah.
What you get in the Titanfall, I'm just loading up on my camera. Pardonnez-moi. It's an 18-inch figurine with diorama. I know you'd like that just for the diorama. What's a
Dioramas.
diorama?
Eating heart.
You get a whole heap of art book spreads, which look to be like A3, A4. You get a really thick collector's edition artwork book.
Oh, okay.
And there's like a schematic kind of map, kind of poster of a Titan, and obviously the game.
Well,
That's a lot for that. Okay,
Yeah.
and I don't mean to cheapen it when I say this, but realistically, the art books and stuff like that, you already know what I'm going to say. You're going to look at it once, yeah, and you're going to put it away. That's not the point, though. You want to be...
That said, though, check this out. Uno momento.
You got something framed, didn't you? You went to IKEA today. You bought more
IKEA today.
frames.
you got a jigsaw puzzle.
There we go.
frame.
So these
got
are all the...
something.
I'll put myself on the big screen. Hang on. Viewers of my video will have seen that in the unboxing you get these different, I suppose, character assassin profiles.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
And they're all
Does that have hints and stuff on their strength and weaknesses?
No, I mean, I've beaten half of them, so... Spoiler alert. So yeah, I went to IKEA, I bought 10 $4 frames. How does that company make any money, honestly?
Just quickly, I went to go buy a table today, and the cheapest small table, coffee table they had was $150.
I'm sorry. Are we talking about
freaking
tables?
rip-off?
Are we talking about
Furnish
tables?
talk.
Yes.
We're
Furniture
not talking
talk.
about
Okay.
tables.
Okay.
You
Who's
can
gone again?
get... I'm sure there's something in the Billy range that is right up your alley for a lot less than that.
I'll have to have a look.
There's the lack. I'm staggered that I know IKEA to the level I do.
How many times have you been to IKEA?
Have I?
Yeah.
Many times. I walked there
Like the
today.
meatballs.
I went there today.
You walk
horse
in
meatballs.
past cash registers and just go straight to where you pick up the stuff.
Today I did. Today I went top of the escalator. Have you been to the Tempe store?
No.
I haven't.
It's huge.
I've been to the Rhodes one.
Yeah, I
The
got
Rhodes
it.
one's big enough.
The Rhodes one is, in the IKEA universe, Rhodes is AIDS. And
AIDS. Did you really say AIDS?
AIDS.
We just went from tables to AIDS.
Yes, we did.
Smooth.
What the fuck?
Rhodes
Whoa.
is so AIDS. Seriously, when you put a store like that, of that size, with the amount of people that need to come through that store, and then you plonk it in the middle of a shopping centre where other heaps of people congregate, it's just a recipe for disaster. And it is. Have you tried getting a lift at Rhodes?
Have you gone there on a rainy Sunday?
It's like a leper colony. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
What the fuck are we talking about?
Tables.
Tables.
Table talk.
Have you been there on a rainy Sunday?
It's a lovely
Like,
place to be.
serious?
Punch you.
It's a
What
lovely
do you
place
do
to
on
be.
a rainy Sunday?
Business.
If you're on the fence about euthanasia, go to IKEA on a rainy Sunday. It will make you feel so compassionate about people wanting to end themselves.
Right.
Gee, that got dark, didn't it? Oh, I'm sorry.
A little bit.
What else? Yeah, so 10 frames at the ripe old price of $40. And I walked home. So I was quite happy about that. So expect to see them on the wall behind me sometime shortly.
I did want to get something framed, but I didn't know how to bring it into the shop. It was when we went to the shooting range in
Vegas.
Las Vegas,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and I almost made a smiley face. I wanted to get that framed.
Purely intentional, Chris?
I was actually trying to hit the target. It was just pure luck that it made a smiley face.
You're like fucking
Do you have
Martin
a picture of it?
Riggs.
Yeah, fully played it up that I was like Martin Riggs from Lethal Weapon. I was just trying to hang on to the gun at the time.
Wait, do you
Yeah,
have a
you
picture
got-
of it? Like,
You got the
take a
footage
picture
of
of
it.
it
You
with
got to put
your
the
phone or
footage of us shooting the AKs.
Yes. Yeah. I've it's on my channel. I'm gonna
Of you shooting the AK.
Oh, I'm sorry.
what? And nobody else. Nobody else, like,
No, I think I did.
he almost pulls off like a smiley face and it's like, you know what, that's not video worthy.
I was holding
I
someone
think-
else's camera, so I mean, I was filming someone. I'll see if I can
Well,
find
I
mine.
think-
Hang on.
I think I filmed it when you did it, and the footage is so shit. I don't know what. I think we were still hungover or something, but just the footage was the angles were awful.
Well, yeah, the problem is you have to stand behind the person, so you
Yeah.
can't really see.
That's generally the
they're
best
shooting
place
at.
to be when someone's
They won't
firing
let you
down range.
stand and get a good angle because you got to stand in the firing range.
The what was it? The shotgun.
Carl, you ever fired a gun before?
Nope.
That's it. You're going to go to Vegas soon and then try it?
I will
It's
eventually,
definitely
but don't know about...
experience doing it in
soon.
Vegas.
Hey?
It's
I
an
will
experience.
eventually, just don't know about that.
So every time I ask, you both start talking.
Chris, shut up!
I didn't get any of it.
I want to talk to our guest.
God, Chris, come on. Let him say something. Fuck.
I bought this expensive mic. Everyone's gonna hear it.
I'm going to talk the whole time.
Mono feed.
And Carl, go.
I was just going to say, I haven't shot a gun, but I probably will do at some point. I don't know when though, but I want to. Want to
You just
see what
said you
it's
have a
like.
shotgun.
Apparently it's good.
With such a strong
No, I said I
English-
haven't shot a gun.
Oh, right.
With such a strong English hunting tradition in that country, I would have thought you would have been able
No.
to get on horseback and, you know. Well, they've outlawed fox
On my
hunting there, haven't they?
Stallion and ride away in the sunset.
Just with a nice like bolt action rifle, just go a bit of fox hunting.
It's classic
Maybe
shit.
maybe up north, but not down there. No.
There's a badger cull going on at the moment, isn't there?
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
No idea what it's about. I just know it's about badgers and
It's about it's tuberculosis.
Badgers.
It's badger tuberculosis. It's a campaign
Oh,
that's...
badges.
It's a Brian May from Queen, who ironically now looks like a badger with his hair and all grey and shit.
Yeah, I gotta look this up. What is it? What's his name again?
Brian May. God,
look
such
this
a
up.
Luddite. My God. Queen, have you heard of them? Bohemian Rhapsody?
What?
oh yeah, of course.
Come on, Ron. Queen, Brian May. Yeah, type in
Oh,
Brian,
yeah.
Brian May Badger.
Brian Medbadge.
Brian May Badger. Yeah. That's not an instruction, that's a search term. Yeah, apparently there's like a bout of like tuberculosis which is only specific to badgers or something, and they're trying to stop the outbreak of it being sort
Okay.
of cross-species, and
No idea.
yeah, they're going to do a huge cull, and Brian May's trying to stop it.
Oh, good on you, Brian May, and that band you're in that I've never heard of.
Queen?
Queen, you've never heard of Queen?
How can you not have...
He's shit.
You know the song from Wayne's World when they're in the car?
I thought that was like Led Zeppelin or something.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
He fucking stirring
I
you.
know.
No, I
I
actually
genuinely
haven't
don't
even
know.
seen- What's Wayne's World?
What's a Wayne's World?
Jerk. Shall we go to a question?
Yeah, spin that wheel.
Yes.
This
we've got
question comes from someone very close to home.
Is it?
Can we just have him on the damn show?
Who is it?
No, he hasn't had a question for the second successive week. Blood Tears
Oh,
Glory,
oh.
if you're listening to this, mate,
Is
what
he
the
dead?
hell?
Is he alright?
Blood Tears Glory, come back! Come back! Come back! We've called all the hospitals. You're not in any of them.
But to be fair, we were asking if they had any blood, tears, or glory.
What?
Yeah, I was just as confused. Wait, what?
Don't-
Oh, wait, no, I get it now.
Don't use
Yeah.
that joke in your next stand-up routine, okay, Chris? Kind of fell flat. No, this one's from my girlfriend.
Oh, hey!
Ow! Another imaginary guest.
Another imagine.
Oh,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Who's this person I live with then? She's a hell of an
He's
impersonator.
right there.
She stands behind me during every podcast.
Her question, if you'd care to hear it,
Right.
would you rather, I mean, I'm kind of scared given the second part of this kind of involves something that I've had to censor Ron on previously. Would you rather have a game character named after you or be modelled on you a la Ellen Page?
So would you rather be... What was it again? I wasn't listening.
Okay. For the hard of hearing, would you rather have a game character named after you or be modelled on you like Ellen Page? As in not like Ellen Page, but if there was a video game representation of you,
Ron's head on Ellen Page's body.
no. Ron's
I would
head,
like that in real life. Like,
No.
on it, like...
okay,
You're gonna sit there and keep watching while I do that, right?
that's a montage worthy. Yeah, give me another 15 seconds so I can loop it.
I can't.
So you could be like Handsome Jack.
I'd say name. I don't want to know. I'd say
go
name.
with name.
Yeah.
Well, it depends. Is it going to be like the greatest video game character ever?
Yeah.
Or is it going to be like the worst?
No, we're gonna die off in like the first cutscene or something. You know that.
Yeah. Well, that'd be all right as long as people like shout out my name, like Medusa. When I die, I'm happy.
Yeah. if the character is going to be memorable, if it's not just going to be a write-off, it's not going to be like, oh hey, here's the main character, here's his buddy, and then boom, the buddy dies, and that was you or me. Like, and then like nobody cries, nothing happens. Like, it's just boom, he's dead. Like the Carmines from Gears of War. Like,
Spoiler
just
alert.
like, boom, he's dead. Isn't that he's dead? Like, if it's a character that's going to be cool, model it after me. Even if I turn out to be the bad guy, that's cool. If it's the but I'm named after a guy in fucking GTA 5 right now, and I don't care much for that guy. Ron,
Oh, yeah,
Trevor's
Ron.
buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
Is that because he doesn't eat fried chicken?
Yeah, that must be.
So if there was a cutscene of him holding a bucket of chicken, eating it while he was talking to Trevor, you'd like it?
Yeah, like a little, like
Yeah, true to life. Got to make it true to
yeah,
life.
if it included some of my personal traits, yeah, that would be cool. But I'd actually prefer to be modeled after one, and
There you go.
you know, and people can imagine they're actually murdering me when they play the game. So that'll. I know you guys will enjoy that.
Oh yeah.
Benny Mina,
Is my-
Yeah, I'd have to say named as well.
name.
Yeah.
Interesting. Mark,
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Mark.
what was his answer?
Would you like to answer?
No, I was just supporting the name basis. Just that bit in The Simpsons with Homer Simpson, and there's a TV show with
Oh,
a guy called
fucking.
Homer Simpson as well.
Angry Dad.
He has that quote, the tagline of "That's the end of that chapter," and the scarf. That's all I was gonna say.
Well, thank you for contributing. And that whole time when he was speaking, the webcam froze as well.
we didn't
so-
even
Yeah.
see him.
Poignant.
That was
Yeah,
just
very poignant.
unfortunate bit cut out for me.
That's all right. Well, he can redeem himself with a question later on.
Yeah. Ask a question, mate. Ask a question. Ask away. Great. So you still want him as a guest next week, yeah? We've got no
Absolutely.
questions.
The
Doesn't really want
jury's
to
out.
contribute.
We'll turn it to the viewers. We'll see what the viewer feedback's going to be.
Yeah.
Do you want to see this
I'll buy that
mystery
car, that
man?
was my
Chris, throw another topic at me, sir.
Another one. Well, I'm not sure if you guys heard, but apparently Dell had to do a recall because some of their computers smelled like cat urine. And it took a lot of people complaining for them to stop blaming it on people's pets. So there was quite a few people who didn't actually own cats complaining before they actually made a recall.
They knew what cat urine smelt like when they bought their computer?
That was one of the things that after this article was all the comments were, how do people know it was cat urine?
Yeah.
Or they're disappointed
but
that
it
it
Why would they
wasn't dog urine.
specify cat of anything as well?
Were they just pissed off that it was not dog urine or ferret urine or...
It was ferret urine, it'd be fine. I actually enjoy the smell of ferret piss. But cat,
Actually
ew.
smells pretty bad. My cousin had a ferret.
They stink, don't they? Because they don't have sweat glands.
You got to put talcum powder
There
on
we
them and
go.
stuff. It's the weirdest pet ever.
Ben's fun fact for the afternoon.
The more you know.
Ferrets don't have sweat glands, ladies and gentlemen.
But the funny thing was, even though Dell recalled the computers, they haven't actually released officially what the smell is caused by.
Cat
They
piss,
say it's not urine,
cat piss
but
2.0.
they haven't released it.
You imagine that you just booted up your Dell computer and you got like system updates that need to happen. Like cat piss 2.1 needs to be updated.
We need to make it more potent.
Yeah, litter tray 1.0. Oh god, got to update this again. Fucking hell. Damn. Kitty litter 8.4. Jesus. Yeah, I mean, that implies that there's this legion of like cats running around the Dell manufacturing plants, and they're just shearing them off of these tower conveyor belts. Oh, don't piss on that again, Jesus Christ!
Oh, not again.
Like the crazy cat lady from The Simpsons. God, we referenced Simpsons like a dozen times already in this podcast today.
I know how mad is it?
It's good.
She's the employee of the week there.
I think we need to equal it out with a bit of Seinfeld, just so we've got all like matters of life covered.
Simpsons is better. Simpsons is better.
What's the deal with Simpsons?
What's the deal with lampshades? It's a lamp. Why would you need any shade?
What's the deal with airplane bathrooms? What's the deal with that razor blade slot? Who is shaving up so much that they're using razor blades? I'm sorry. He's a bit of a hero of mine.
There's plenty of Seinfeld. That's plenty.
That's plenty of Seinfeld. Well, let me pose a question to you, Ron. How much do you think whale vomit is worth?
That's ambergris, isn't it?
Amber what?
Ambergris?
I thought that was just made up for Futurama.
Oh, no, I
Nope.
thought I'd heard it before.
I don't know, you could be right, man. I don't.
I don't know.
The only thing I do with whale meat is eat it, because it's delicious. And I don't care what anybody says. I'm with the Japanese on this side, on this topic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's keep killing whales. Come at me, Peter. Come at me.
Come at me, bitch.
I fucking
Well,
hate
that
you.
reminds me of something that I heard. It took
Well, can we
like
actually get to
100
the
years or
story that I
something
was
for the
leading
giant
into?
tortoise to actually get a scientific name.
Oh.
Well, how about I read out the story? It wasn't just a random question that I was just after the answer for. Hey, Ron, what are deer testicles worth?
Worth? Like one or both?
A British man has been offered 50,000 euros for a strange-smelling rock his dog found on a beach, which may be rare whale vomit used in perfumes. A British man has been offered 50,000 euros, was walking his dog Madge on the coastal town of Morecambe in northwest England when she began poking at a rather large stone with a waxy texture and yellow colour. It actually turns out to be ambergris.
A urinal
Look at that, Ben with the freaking knowledge.
Jeez.
A
I am pretty
substance.
good at pub trivia.
Pub trivia. Get on my level. Yeah, it's used in the perfume making industry for a musky fragrance. So, Ron, you'll be right up your alley on that one, mate.
Wait, are you trying to say I smell musky? I have an enchanting musk, thank you very
Well,
much.
that's what I'm referring to. You have
Well,
It's
it,
festive.
a very male musky odor.
yeah, it's pungent.
It's pungent. You can taste it.
Almost stings the nostrils.
Sex Panther.
That's a weird thing though. Like whale vomit, it looks like a rock. So when they chuck, like it's solid. Like it's not
floats.
just like liquid from their belly or whatever.
It floats, yeah.
That is insane. I did not know that. The more you know. Wow.
When I picked it up and smelt it, I put it back down again and I thought, ugh.
That was the quote.
That was the quote.
Wow.
It has a musky smell, but the more you smell it, the nicer the smell becomes. You know, it's no debating that this guy's an absolute wordsmith when it comes to getting sound bites. So yeah, 50 grand. My God, Carl, what is going on in that country where something a whale has vomited is worth that kind of coin?
I don't know. Something's gone wrong
Japanese
there.
have got it wrong. Instead of killing the whales, they should just be, feeding them stuff that makes them throw up.
Ipecac.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? You'd be sitting there like a whale vending machine, just like going 50 grand, 50 grand,
Yeah.
50 grand. Just
You'll be a
seeing-
billionaire just from making whales throw up.
That's it. Excellent marketing opportunity.
That's genius. Where can we buy like baby whales?
Japan.
SeaWorld.
Shamu. Shamu.
You say we're gonna buy Shamu.
Just feed
Or
Shamu
animal
some
people.
dodgy Indian, like a dodgy.
They'll trade for a new one.
Feed him some dodgy Indian.
Feed him some dodgy like vindaloo or something, and just
Then we're gonna get whale shit, like a whole lot of it.
hey, that's probably worth double.
Hey,
100 grand right there.
I am looking that up.
The other story I managed to find was it kind of goes in line with what we were discovering about the Northampton clown the other week, and how a man in Idaho Falls has been told a man to stop wearing a bunny suit in public after people complained he has been frightening children.
A bunny suit.
A bunny suit.
Yeah, he's been.
Is the bunny suit like a Donnie Darko style bunny suit? Because that's creepy.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good.
I dare say it's kind of along the same lines. I can't imagine he's like just coming to the Easter party 6 months too late. But yeah, he was dressed in a costume, peeking at her young son from behind a tree and pointing his finger like a gun. What the fuck?
Is it the same
okay.
guy? It's definitely the same guy, right?
It's with a guy from Northampton on a gap year or something. Just just going to go and see how many international kids he can scare the shit out of. Did you read much about that, Carl? That Northampton clown that was just going around?
I heard about it, but I didn't read into it. I don't know. It sounded a bit weird.
He, if you've ever seen the movie It, he was basically running around dressed as the same sort of guy with clowns and stuff. It turned out to be a marketing campaign for Northampton as a tourist bureau or something ridiculous.
Oh.
I think
Hey,
It'll get people's attention. Yeah.
yeah, that's it.
Jeez.
wouldn't that kind of scare people away? It's like, hey, we have like It from
Like
the
a
Stephen
clown.
King novels, who lives just across the street. And like 2 blocks away, we got like Freddy Krueger.
You probably saw it on Google the other week, on Facebook though, but there's like the best Google Maps image of like this street in, it looks like it's in London or something, where a car's driving down the street and it's driving past a manhole cover with like a side, in the gutter, there's a gap, and the It ghost, clown poking its head out, looking out. It was like the creepiest thing ever.
I've seen that. It's proper good, that one. Yeah.
You could have so much fun with that if you worked at Google Maps, couldn't you?
Oh, it's just put little Easter eggs everywhere. That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, if you knew where it was going to be, you could just set it up.
No, you'd put little stupid shit over Area 51. You put something on the North Pole. It was like, is this existence of Santa? And just like put like this like really shadowy 8 reindeer. What's this? Just scare kids.
The ultimate troll.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, actually, KFC, I think they made a picture of Colonel Sanders that you can see from space, just out in the desert randomly.
Damn. Ironically, though, it's people on the Mir space station or something just sitting there going,
Yeah.
"Oh, I really feel like a bit of
they're the only ones
KFC."
that see it.
There's the Colonel again.
Here he is.
Could really go for a 2-piece feed right now.
Yeah, stop fucking teasing us.
Hey, you guys are making me really want KFC right now.
You've just had a pizza, dude.
Yeah, but now we're talking about chicken.
Chicken's a whole other story.
You can talk about kale and quinoa and black rice if you want.
No, we can stick with chicken.
Okay,
Fried chicken.
stick with fried chicken.
Fuck yeah.
Stick with fried chicken. Yeah. The I've been watching. I watched the other night. It was a Heston Blumenthal special, and it's kind of poignant considering we're coming up to Christmas. But he made, I think, the world's biggest Christmas pudding.
Of course he did.
And I was sitting there just going,
Well, yeah, that's Heston Blumenthal.
yeah. I couldn't help but sit there and just like, well, obviously get hungry for a start.
Oh, yeah.
But did it look like a Christmas pudding? He's famous for making it look like other things, isn't he?
Yeah, a lot of the time. Yeah. I mean, he. But this literally was, like a sort of like a human-sized snow dome, with this wire cage around it, and then he'd get all these Christmas pudding bricks. He originally was going to do bricks and just like sort of build them around each other, but that screwed up, and they had to, with 24 hours to go, they had to like make sure that the pudding had aged enough, so they were leaving it out in the open to kind of cure in time and all this sort of stuff. And he hired, I think, England's leading pyrotechnics advisor just to make sure that when it flambés with like green and orange different flames and stuff like that. It was just unbelievable. Sorry, I just...
And how convenient that he's just released the Christmas puddings that you can now get in the supermarkets.
Really? I didn't get that segue.
I Oh.
Oh, they're fucking delicious. I had one
Yeah.
tonight. They're so good. They are. proper
Unfortunately, though, I don't think because I'm in New York for Christmas. Not sure if I mentioned it. The
Several times.
shut up.
good.
I was
Stuck
all
here.
pumped. I was all pumped for like a good Saint and Carl will sympathise. Hopefully, yeah, a good like a Sainsbury's or give me another brand, Carl.
Tesco, Asda,
Tesco.
anything.
Well, the Tesco one's probably got horse meat in it, but anyway,
Probably.
just like a really good Christmas pudding, loads of custard. But then I realised I'm only in England for like 6 days prior to Christmas, so I'll need to get all of my Christmas pudding intake done in 6 days.
Could be
They
difficult.
don't do Christmas pudding in the States, do they? Well, not really.
I don't
Do
know.
they have something instead?
I don't know. We've been on the hunt for a restaurant or something that does like a traditional English dinner, but then I had to kindly remind my dad, it's like, well, A, we're not in England, and they would have had their big sort of traditional dinner like at the end of this month in Thanksgiving, so he's kind of missed a trick there.
A little bit.
But at least on the way there, I'll be able to use my electronic device on all phases of the plane. What a lovely segue, Chris. Did you like that?
Yes. About time.
About time. Those 10 minutes that I couldn't use my phone in
You will now be able to.
the takeoff phase was real inconvenience. I'll now be able to tell my loved ones to come pick me up from the airport 10 minutes earlier. So I'm able to make a phone
Down
call.
10 minutes though.
Yeah.
You,
I mean,
you
it's
know
all
what?
about the time these days.
I joke about it, but that was quite literally the amount of time that it took for my cousin to pick me up from the airport to get through traffic on the M25 to meet me at Heathrow. I'd come out from the flight and I'm like, oh, he's not here. And he came 10 minutes later. Damn it. Damn it.
But what would you be using on the plane? Just your phone? Or are you now going to bring, your iPad and your laptop? And are you going to go all out this time?
Wow.
Start plugging in electric coffee makers and
Yeah.
microwaves?
Fax machines. Got to get my faxes. All these questions that keep coming into the podcast. I mean, I've got to keep on top of them somehow.
Wait, wasn't today's question from your girlfriend?
Hey,
But she faxed it.
Did she
She
have
did,
to fax
she
that
did.
too? Yeah.
yeah, she faxed it. Yeah. No, she said she saw my tweet from the Friday. I'm like, okay, I'll try and get in on this on early and see if there are any questions that can get generated. And the first person that came back was my girlfriend. I'm like, okay, it doesn't bode well. And then I just came back with one.
Receptionist, though. I'm not sure how well it would work at 30,000 feet.
Yeah, we need to get that SuperZelda army behind us. I think to get some questions coming through.
Yeah.
That was the most unenthused. Yeah, right.
I'll get right on that.
No.
How many subs are you at the moment, Carl?
2.2k, I think.
Oh right, I thought you were
Wow.
closer to 3.
No, I'm thinking about 2,250 or so. I think so.
Cool. What do you? I mean, what's your mindset behind that? I mean, can you devote enough time for it to be more than what it is at the moment, or is it purely just an outlet to get your freakish abilities out there?
I want to at some point. Like, I'm finishing my last year at sixth form this year, so I think after that I'll probably devote a little bit more time to it. But at the moment, it's something I do just in my free time. It's not something I can devote myself to because obviously with work and stuff.
Yeah.
I'd love to, but I can't do it.
What's next for you after school?
No idea.
No idea.
Not a clue.
College? Nothing like that.
Nope.
What's your?
Solid gaming.
I like the way you think.
I like the way you think, yeah. College is for suckers. What's your go-to skill set? You an IT kind of guy? You're finance or something like that? IT?
Probably definitely computing. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no money
Definitely
in
what I'm
computing.
best at. Probably not, but you get what you're given.
I've just invented Facebook too. It'll never work.
So what do you get the most requests for on your channel? Is it your Minecraft or?
Definitely Minecraft.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm streaming as well. It's always, can we do this, Minecraft that. It's just nothing I can do either.
It's something I've
Oh,
asked.
well, it's a complicated game for people who haven't played it. It's everyone wants to know all the shortcuts. So.
That's probably a good. I mean, that's essentially my question, and I've asked it of. I think I asked it of Jay, but I mean, how does one get into Minecraft? Like, is it purely a repetition thing, and at some point there's that switch, and he just goes, you know what, I'm actually into this now, or is it?
I think it depends what you start with, because most people started with single player, but then it kind of developed into everything's multiplayer now. Like there's servers, like mini games, things like that, and that's pretty much what everyone does. But I think with it, how it is now, you could easily get into single player if you were new and go ahead and play it and get into it, and even start YouTube if you wanted to. I wouldn't recommend it now because there's thousands and thousands of channels that do Minecraft alone, so
Yeah.
not exactly unique anymore, but you can easily get into it. I think playing with friends, definitely, that is something that would get me into it if I started anew. But
You play it a bit, don't you, Ben?
Yeah. I've been past week or two. Yeah, for sure. Well, I got it when it first came out, and then just when I see other channels get the new mods and stuff like that, I'll go try that one out. At the moment, doing the Galactic Craft one very slowly though. I've been playing other stuff, Hearthstone this week. But yeah, just in the free time, just play that on like a server with a few friends and stuff, which is pretty good.
You see, there's a
It's just one of these
Skyrim mod.
Sorry?
There's a Skyrim mod.
Oh, there's almost a mod for everything, I think. But
yeah,
you just got to play it once, and then if you like that game style, and then there's just that mod on top, which just adds that little extra layer. And then when you're with friends, it's a lot of fun.
I think what it was originally was I probably didn't start on the platform that was the best for it. I think there was like a trial version you could use on the Xbox, which didn't enthrall me at all. And then there was the mobile version, like you just sit there just hacking away on
both of them are terrible. Like,
yeah.
compared to the PC version. Yeah.
So I think I might have to venture into PC land and have at it and see where my threshold lies and whether or not I want to keep going with it. Because you're right. I mean, I don't want to start on something that I don't have a huge amount of love for, and my channel will be largely focused on obviously this podcast and Call of Duty, and if I can squeeze out a Battlefield gameplay and not get fucking owned.
Oh, maybe.
It will quite literally have to be a lot of
montages, like the guy jumping out of his helicopter to repair it, just to jump back in and pull up before he hits the ground.
Yeah. I mean, that to me is the equivalent of trick shot snipers on Call of Duty.
Yeah.
The amount of
It
times
is
they
very
would try that.
trick-shotty-esque, yeah.
Yeah. Tried and failed, try and fail. Oh, I've been able to do it this time, and then save and send it into Jay. Only to come second because
8 hours.
well, only to come second because Carl's done something 10 times as beastly on Burnout or something like that. Yeah. Let's go to one of the pre-prepared topics I had. I'll start with you, Carl. What's the highest score you're most proud of? What game was it?
Off the top of my head, probably Modern Warfare 2. I don't know.
Like a Spec Ops mission, or?
Yeah. I think it was one of the beginning ones, and I just did really well on it. At the time, I was just really happy about it. Not really. It's nothing to be happy about now because obviously everyone's done it, but something I fond memory of.
You were putting top 10 or top times in the world, though, weren't you? Yeah. I'd say that qualifies. Beniamino?
Well, I'm actually unofficially the world
Oh, that's
record
right.
holder. Yeah.
Oh,
For Tony Hawk 2 top score. I filmed it and sent it to Twin Galaxies. And they accepted it, but he's like, oh, but you didn't show like the cheat screen in the menu while you were playing to show that you didn't have any cheats on. Obviously, I didn't. And then he's just like, yeah, you're gonna have to like, and this is like as in before you could like email footage and stuff like that. I actually had to physically burn it to a disk and post it to him in the US.
Technology.
So that took ages. Yeah, and then someone had to like had to wait. Yeah,
And then he
but then
The world,
he yeah, unofficial though, because he's like, oh, you didn't show the cheat screen sort of thing. So he's like, so you got to re-record it.
you know what? I'm not going to believe you. I refuse to believe you.
No, yeah, no, that's fair enough. I wouldn't believe me either. But
Yeah, good, because I'm not going to.
this is on the PlayStation. But so yeah, that was my top score sort of thing. So I should probably I haven't checked it now. I'm sure someone's smashed whatever I had. But yeah, that was pretty damn cool. I would have been in the Guinness Book of Records as well because they have a special game edition.
What a load of shit.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll try and get that sorted out.
Who'd have thunk it? Two record-breaking people on this podcast. I'm sorry, Ron. Can you top that, mate? Can you top that with columns or Tetris or some other bollocks? Or
Yeah, you actually brought it up before. Like most of the games that I play, I don't really pay attention to any kind of score or any kind of numbers. If there are numbers, I don't care. Like, but I'd probably just say, because we mentioned it earlier, Snake. I got it really, really close to chasing his own tail the whole way through on the little old school 3210 mobile phone screen, and I was basically just, you know, when you just go up and down along the whole screen, then you go underneath, and yeah, I don't know what the actual score was, but I remember I was like basically a couple blocks away, and I was really proud of that. It took me a double period, I think it was history, just to get to that stage. So I was kind of happy with that.
Ron using
That's my
time
highest
for
score.
education into heavily investing into Snake.
making the most of your education. That's it. It's good.
Exactly. See, that's like, you know, when you said before, like, I don't know what I'm going to do after school. It's like, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Bearing in mind though, it is an Australian education though, so I mean, technically it's...
It's not that good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my claim to fame, and I didn't need to send it out to anybody. Like Ben, apparently, I had to mail it to my top score for Tony Hawk.
I needed that piece of paper. I needed that piece of paper saying world record holder.
It was the equivalent of a land speed record needing to do it both ways.
Yeah.
With the wind and against the wind.
In each direction. Yeah.
How come I never heard of this before, Ben? I mean, it sounds like you're just bullshitting and you just made that up just then. Because that's what it sounds like.
I've actually told you several times when we've been out drinking.
Bullshit!
Several times.
No,
But
times.
every time Ron has mentioned his snake, it's in a completely different
Yeah,
context.
so it's cast a shadow on it, so yeah.
That's nasty.
Exactly.
Well, I told Gav while we were drinking and he remembers, so
Hell yeah.
you suck, Ronald.
Ben, whenever we're drinking, I'm just not listening to you.
Chris,
No.
Christoph, what was yours, mate? I get the impression that I've asked this question
I'm a bit
before.
like Ron, seeing as I'm not very good, I don't really pay attention to the score. But except in Counter-Strike, I was pretty damn good at Counter-Strike. I think the greatest achievement would be some guy at an internet cafe smashing his screen with a keyboard.
I was there.
Yeah.
What?
Is that the one
this guy
where you
was
said
so angry.
take a seat and he took it literally?
Yeah.
And you ended up wheeling the
walked out
seat
with the
out of the
chair.
store?
They said it was paying for the seat. So,
Interesting.
got a seat.
Wait. So, like, you basically played against this guy in a internet cafe, and you beat him so bad that he beat his keyboard into the screen.
Yeah, he like rage quit for real.
Like, and you were playing against him in that place.
Yeah, it was one of those things where you all play together and then it starts getting really heated by certain people. And then, you know, it's just they spend the whole game, like, looking just for you. Like, that's all that they do.
They'll run right past any more enemies.
Everyone, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not after you, mate. I'm not after you. Out my way.
Yeah.
This was in the days of 1.6, wasn't it, Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is back
So this is a while ago.
like, the internet cafe was the place to go in those days.
Yeah.
That's how you played.
That's where all the
56k
cool kids
speeds.
hung.
Damn.
How about you guys?
That was a good day.
You know what? I fully expected this question to come back, and I've absolutely got no idea.
But it's your question.
I know. Isn't that stupid?
Well, you killed Barjo a couple of times. That was pretty good.
Yeah, up to and including yesterday. My one and only high score. No, I think it goes back to Super Mario Land on the Game Boy.
Wow.
I think I was doing this speed run, and I mean, obviously back then I've got no frame of reference to know how actually quick it was, but yeah, it was like a crazy high score that I couldn't even remember it even right now, even if I tried. And I suppose later on from that, Sonic the Hedgehog on the Mega Drive.
Oh, Sonic.
Just doing speed
And
runs
the
on the Mega
opening
Drive.
sequence, if you
Yeah.
press up, down, left, right, keep your finger on A and press start, you get the cheat screen.
Buzzing. I wonder if that works on the...
I still remember that. That's so weird.
I've got the...
Nerd!
Gay.
I only remember it because that was back in the day.
I've still got the... I bought this weeks and weeks ago because I was going to do a retro series.
Well, look at the shine
I
on
think I have
that
that.
thing. Can you hold that
I
little
think that's
closer?
for Wii, I think, or something like that.
So I've got Sonic
Yeah,
on there.
right.
Streets of Rage.
Oh, I just saw that Mega Drive games, yeah.
I might still do that actually for a bit of variety. But yeah, might give the old Sonic up, down, left, right, hold A and start. Yeah,
That's it.
boom. Expect perfect
And
speed
on the
runs.
intro screen. On the intro screen.
All right.
Who wants to play Sonic though? Like nobody wants to play Sonic. The guy who invented Sonic doesn't want to play Sonic.
No, he doesn't want to play it anymore.
Didn't he just? He's sold out to Nintendo, didn't he?
Bro, wasn't Sonic in like one of those Nintendo like all the characters come together and play like
All
Olympics?
Stars. Yeah, All
Like,
Stars.
Yeah,
Smash
yeah.
Brothers.
They play Olympic style games and Zelda's in there. Not Zelda, fucking
Link.
little fairy blue Sonic was in there.
Little furry blue Sonic. I think that's
Yeah,
his name.
whatever. I called him Zelda for a second there. But yeah,
Crazy's my hair.
Okay, then.
Very.
Wow.
You look like one half of Jedward.
Yeah.
So.
You know what? That is the freaky thing about that is that on my walk to IKEA today, there was a billboard. And they're coming to Australia.
can we
Oh,
not
boy.
promote them?
Oh yeah, to the 6 people that apparently listen to the show. Yeah, I hardly think that we're going to do much
Oh, yeah.
damage.
Heckle.
Yeah, but they've got a different haircut. That's what I was referring to. They've got a bit more, and less anti-gravitational haircuts now.
You know, the weirdest thing is like, and I think the saddest thing is that when Carl, when you said you look like one half of Jedward, is the fact that I did know who you were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe that.
Ron's,
I
at
feel
the-
like kicking my
Ron's
own
going
ass.
to the Enmore. They're at the Enmore if you want tickets, Ron.
Oh, are they? Awesome! Yay! Who wants to
that-
come with me?
I think their tour is called the Young Love Tour 2013.
Oh,
God,
God.
So
yay.
good.
I'm gonna go hang myself real quick.
Yeah.
Carl, as a young man, Carl, what the hell is going on with your music scene, where people like
What do you
Jedward
mean?
can
Oh, God.
can gain traction?
Don't,
Jetwood.
Don't look it
I've
up
just
there.
given up. I've just given up on music now. There's no point. There's no hope.
Have they started
But you
playing?
can tell Ben saw it.
Are they playing Christmas carols in the song?
saw the photo. Oh, nice one, Cash.
The what? Have they started playing Christmas carols in the shops yet, Carl?
Not yet, but I'm expecting it to come soon. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I've got visions
Festive
of going.
cheer and all that.
Well, I've got visions of going to Milton Keynes at some point and just being overrun by Christmas. Well, which won't be unexpected, given that it's going to be the week before Christmas. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
One of my fondest memories, Milton Keynes at Christmas time. What can I say?
What's Milton Keynes?
It's a town, man. It's a town.
Oh, I thought it was a shop of some sort.
It's
Nope.
yeah. If you're not a fan of roundabouts, don't go to Milton Keynes.
I am definitely not a fan of roundabouts.
If you're a fan of indoor skiing, go to Milton Keynes.
You said? Did you just say edible skiing?
No,
Oh.
your mind really is on food, isn't it?
Yeah, man, I'm fucking hungry. I'm gonna get more pizza. Oh, I'm gonna get my garlic bread. Hold on.
God.
Really? Like it's lunchtime and you're doing this? Like what?
Yeah.
What? I'm just sat here like, yeah.
Mind you, he's probably going to go
No,
to
it's
bed
fine, I know.
with that in his stomach.
Not lunchtime.
Yep.
Let's do
So-
another topic. Did you have one, Chris? I think you had another one, didn't you?
Did I?
You've got a whole shitload
Oh.
of them here.
I had a quick question,
Go.
just very quick. Carl, have you heard of or have you been playing of Hearthstone at all? Seeing as I'm the only one on this quad feed
I've heard
that
of
knows
it,
about
but
it.
I haven't played it.
Oh, okay. I thought I'd just check.
I've
seeing
heard a
as
lot
that-
of good things about it. Very
Yeah.
good things.
How is it going now that you've been able to play it for more than a day?
Yeah, it's awesome. Heaps of fun with
Still
it. I
addictive?
love smashing people in it. Really good feeling. Yeah, it's awesome.
How do
But
you
again-
do you smash people in card-based games? I mean, that's not a funny question. I'm asking.
No, yeah. Having heaps of cards on the table and them having none, and then you having like full life, and then you just like pummeling them into the ground. There's nothing that they can do about it. It feels really good.
So is that how you win? You got to make them use all their cards?
Not so much as you have your own hero and they have a hero, and then you have like a deck of cards, and you have to get the opponent's hero's health down to 0, and you do that by putting cards out, and like the minions can attack each other and or the hero and stuff like that. So you got to
okay.
defend and attack, and
So you got
use your
to
card
like
twice.
set your deck up with like certain cards, such as like a healing card or something.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hard to explain. That's kind of why I asked Carl if he'd heard of it or played it, because I've explained it to you guys, and they're like, "Oh, I don't. How is that fun?" sort of thing.
No, I looked
And I
up a
was
couple of
kind
videos. The animations
Yeah.
of like how things happen. I mean, it's not hard to sort of picture cards on a table. Yeah, not being the most enthralling thing, but then you look at the animations and how things take place, and like how damage gets done, and just little things like that does
And
make it look
I
quite
played
good.
Magic the Gathering as well.
Yeah,
What
see,
are
I,
you
guys
talking
I never Hearthstone, the card game
Keep up.
that you're so fond of. But see, I've never played Magic or anything like that. This is kind of like the first card game, and at first I was like, I don't really feel like playing it. And then one of the YouTubers that I watch started playing it, and I was like, oh, this kind of looks fun. And then signed up for the beta and was lucky enough to get a key, where there were still heaps of people waiting for a key.
Ben,
and
you're
going
such
ape
a
shit.
sheep.
What? Oh,
You're like,
and,
I had no interest in it. I actually thought it was kind of stupid until this YouTuber that I watched started playing it. I'm like, oh, hey, I'm going to start playing it too. It looks like fun all of a sudden.
yeah, the point
Oh my
being that
God,
it
it's
looks
the
like
best
a lot
thing
of
ever.
fun.
Just because you started playing it.
Like I say about
And
COD,
there,
but I
in a
won't go there.
nutshell, is the whole YouTube argument. Why are companies restricting content based on the fact that you're free advertising for a particular game? That's a completely different discussion, though.
It is, yeah.
What a load of
But
bollocks.
either way, when it opens up, get it. It's really addictive, and it's a lot of fun.
I imagine
I
it's,
will
So-
get right onto that.
I imagine
So
it's
do you
probably
think-
a pretty good game that would convert well on mobile.
PC one?
Oh yeah, it's definitely made for mobile games and iPads and that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it on the iPad, not on a computer.
Speaking of mobile devices, though, and something that Ben will probably gravitate more towards, I think there's going to be another Tony Hawk game on mobile devices.
Yes!
You can
Strap
break that
yourself
record
in.
again
World record, here I come.
and actually prove it.
You saying you don't believe me?
I said it really clearly that I didn't believe you before.
Yeah, I think you made it pretty obvious I didn't believe it.
I had to make sure it
Let
was
me-
crystal clear
Let
that
me
I
to be
didn't
clear.
He's been saying
Alright.
it non-stop.
So in order to
I'll-
take Ron a peg or two down, shall we detail, for the listeners that didn't get to hear it last week, what transpired at the Batman event, or not?
I think we shall.
Should we make them relive it?
We should.
What are you guys going to do?
Well, we didn't get to
You look so scared.
the last
Yeah,
portion
cut off last week.
It was going to take me a peg or two down. That's why I was like, wait, hold on.
because
I
you were
remember
butthurt about not being able to go.
That's true. You didn't invite me, so
Well, it was a competition that we won, so
Yeah.
you didn't even tell me about the competition. What if Ben couldn't make it? Hmm.
He would have went by
Couldn't make
himself.
Wow. And by the way, Chris, that includes you. That's basically his way of saying, yeah, I wouldn't invite Chris either.
I probably wouldn't invite me.
Carl would get an invitation before we would.
Carl will totally get an invite. Yeah, showing the mean streets of Sydney, Australia.
Yeah, right.
You know what happened though, Ben?
What happened?
The girl that was doing the interviews,
You got her
she's,
number.
she's obviously part of IG. She what?
I said, did you get her number?
No, God no. She's no.
She was what? You didn't finish that sentence off. You have to finish that sentence off. You said, God knows she was... And then you started saying something else.
Yeah, you just kind of trailed up there.
She was less than impressed with the answer that I wanted an answer for in relation to taping footage of the actual event. Because I asked her, I said, "Oh, can we take video?" And she's like, "Yeah, for sure." I'm like, "Wow, that's kind of unheard of for a game event that hasn't even launched yet." And then literally, no sooner had the sentence come out of her mouth, Ben and I were queuing up for some pizza, and she comes back to me and goes, "Oh, were you the guy that was like, how forgettable's? I mean, come on, guys, how forgettable's his face? Were you the guy that just asked me about video?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Someone
And she
with
goes,
hair that tall.
"Yeah, you can't do video. There's an embargo." I'm like, okay.
Hey, did she walk back to you and say, hey, you look like one half of Jedward?
It's like, "Oh, Mr. Pitt. Oh, I'm so glad you came to our launch event." Lol. But no, she got, I don't know how these stories are allocated, but she was on the most recent sort of IGN update to do recent news or something, and the comments below were just like, "Who's this chick? Who's this chick? Who's this chick?" And the auto cue, like she was like, her eye level, if you can picture my eye level, is obviously the camera. It was like da 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 da. No. It was just like so. It was,
Auto cue.
it was like, couldn't memorize 2 sentences without sort of having to refer to the auto cue. It just looks super awkward, and everyone just felt awkward as a result of it.
What's her name? Because I'm trying to look it up.
Uh,
Because I just put in IGN Australia, but there's one video on it. What?
well, that's the thing. I don't know how often we actually get to do ours, because most of the time it's obviously American, and there's a couple of English guys, but I don't know if they work in the American offices.
I think they do.
Yeah, I think her name's Lucy. Don't quote me. It was
Yeah,
just
I'm
like
looking this
it was just super awkward, but I kind of felt sorry for her.
Fuck.
Yeah, everyone's typing away madly. Gotta see it. Have to see it. Ben's like typing.
I actually want to see this. If anybody can find it, just send me the link. I've already given up. Like nothing's coming up. It's like
Just go to the IGN channel, and it's probably one of the most, the last 10 videos. It's like an IGN news story. But anyway, your face, God, Ron. Ron just looked like he'd just been told there's no Christmas. There's no such,
it's closing down.
there's no such thing as Christmas.
So where's the blonde girl? She's the American one.
No,
American
you're
host,
thinking
right?
of Naomi Carl, I think. No, it's not her.
And the things I would do to her.
Oh, here we go.
I would like cut holes
Oh,
like
my
ribcage,
God,
like
Ronald.
I would have brand new holes just to slam my cock in and just break off a bit of my dick. And then like just
Looks like I'm going to bed at 2 a.m.
Yeah, you got a late night, Gav.
Awesome.
it's gonna be awesome. One day.
One day.
Are you gonna censor that?
Why do you ask the question? Answers that you clearly know the answer to. I might surprise you one day and not censor it, just to see whether or not.
Shit.
Like, I only do it for. I mean, maybe it's something that young listeners don't give two shits about, but I don't know.
What did that bother you, Carl?
Nope.
I was thinking the same.
He's part of my demographic though, so maybe I'll. Well, yeah, but there's the stuff that we talk about, and there's the stuff that Ron talks about, but I don't know.
I like my talking about stuffs.
Yeah, it usually involves slamming a coke into
To a badge.
into
Into
a
a
badge.
badge.
Yeah, slamming a coke. We just turned into Painkiller already for about 5 minutes there.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about sex and badge and all that sort of stuff. I wouldn't mind being a guest on that show, just for 1 week, I suppose, just to
Which show?
give him a bit of Australian flavour.
PKA.
PKA, yeah.
What is that?
Oh God,
Painkiller already.
Oh, I don't know.
you're such a luddite, Ron. Oh God. Although it raises a good question actually, because I was listening to a episode. I don't think it was a recent one, but they were kind of going through the other sort of gaming podcasts that were out there on the internet, done by people who have since gone on to bigger and better things. Now, and I think the magic number, if my memory serves, was 7. Most people get to number 7 and they kind of go, oh, for fuck's sake, do I have to keep doing this like week in, week out or whatever, or they just find themselves not wanting to do
Run
it.
out of ideas or material.
See, is that just coincidence that 7 is my episode? So is that what you're trying to?
No, it was coincidental. Well, I mean, if that is the case, then you've done well to sneak in for episode 7, which. But I can wholeheartedly say this won't be the culmination of this podcast at show 7.
I thought it was like your really subtle way of saying, yeah, we're pretty much going to call it quits after this one.
No.
Like, I thought that was your mad subtle way of saying it.
No. My whole thing from the very beginning is the biggest killers to these sort of shows is apathy and just people not wanting to do it anymore. But I mean, all this technically is 4 guys, and obviously in the case where we have a guest, it's five guys having a bit of a chat about random shit that chances are you would do in a pub with a pint in the hand kind of thing. So
Can we do that next episode? Let's all do it from a pub.
Well, like on your laptops in a pub.
yeah,
That's the thing. We'll give you a fake ID. You'll be fine.
I don't know about that.
I'll do an on location
Probably
one
gonna go
when I'm there next month. I'll do an on location quad feed.
There you go.
Yeah.
Do it like Google Hangouts with your phone, and the rest of us will be here doing the same thing.
Awesome. Well, I mean, we probably need to. I mean, I'll probably do a separate video about it just to let people know about the Christmas break and where the show will get put on hold for a couple of weeks, and you guys will be able to spend time with your loved ones,
What? What are these loved ones you speak of?
the people that you buy
Loved
presents
ones?
for.
What?
What? My brother? That's supposed to count?
Well, I mean, maybe you can,
Family? No.
you can use those 3 weeks to get material. You can use the 3 weeks to research all the crazy, weird stories that you want to research, and then write them all down, and we'll come back with a 4-hour podcast or something. I don't know.
4 hours.
Yeah.
I can't stay awake for 4 hours.
I'll do it in the daytime. Don't worry. I'll do it in the daytime. Just the fact that you said, "Oh my god, 4 hours? No way! Fuck that."
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty much done in terms of topics. So unless you guys have got one final blinder of a topic.
Well, there was one that got cut off at the end of last week, and I'm going to bring it up again.
What was
Because it
that?
got cut off. The death of Marshall Wallace, voice of Edna Krabappel from The Simpsons.
Yeah, such a shame.
She was great.
Such enthusiasm.
Such enthusiasm.
I bring up the topic, everyone's like, yeah, man, that's pretty...
You know what
That's pretty
though?
depressing.
Was
Yes.
there was a shift in the Homer Simpson voices from like season 2 onwards or something, wasn't there?
Yeah, he sounded
Yeah, he
more...
changed to it once.
He sounded
It sounded
awful.
like he was chewing something.
Yeah. So I mean, a lot of those voice actors on in The Simpsons, they do multiple characters anyway. So it's not like it's like a sitcom where you can just write someone out of the script. I mean, they're gonna take Krabappel out of the script. She's gonna be retiring or something, isn't that what someone said?
Yeah, they're gonna basically. I think they're gonna just write her out, but like I think there's gonna be some kind of tribute.
Mod.
Yeah, and
Maybe.
by the way, that's the thing. Like Maud's voice actress wanted more money, even though she wasn't like she didn't do 50 voices. She just did one, and
And for a
Yeah,
shit
and
character
when-
as well.
yeah, it wasn't used that much. And like when she's like, I want more money, well, no, you're fired. That's it. But like Marshall Wallace had Edna Krabappel. Like she was awesome. She was great. But,
Was that the only
she-
voice she did though?
That's right. She every single time she's on, at the end, she's always a guest voice.
Yeah.
Like every episode that she
Always
is
a
on,
guest.
even if she's on for a second.
Huh.
Yeah. So like that's the thing. She wasn't part of the main cast, even though she kind of was, but she was always a guest if Edna Krabappel was in the episode. Look it up. It's actually true. I'm actually right about that for once.
Which begs the question: what would happen if Harry Shearer died?
Oh man, that's it.
End of the show.
End of the show.
Yeah.
Well, that's the end of a lot of characters.
Yeah, exactly. Or Hank Azaria.
Like Harry, Hank Azaria does Apu, and
Mo?
fuck, who else? Yeah, he does Mo.
No.
I should look this up, but I'm too lazy. I mean, the computer's right here, but still.
Well, it didn't stop you looking up every other link under the sun.
Still
during the
too
show.
lazy. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, somebody else look it up, please.
Yeah, somebody else use your fingers. God damn it.
My fingers are covered in like pizza grease, so.
Occupational hazard.
Oh yeah.
Stupid.
But that was my topic, so yeah, there you go. Oh, by the way, has anybody played the new Assassin's Creed?
I will never buy another Assassin's
No,
Creed.
but I really like the look of it.
Yeah.
What a
Like,
contrast.
Yeah. Did you enjoy those the sea missions in Assassin's Creed 3?
A little bit. Kind of on the fence about that, but I think it's a lot better in this one. A lot better in this one. It's kind of more free roamy rather than this is where you're going to go and you like it whether you like it or not kind of thing, which I like.
Yeah, it's cool because like what in part 3 that was the low point of all of the Assassin's Creeds. That like
Yeah.
oh Christ, the story just got really boring for me. But I just didn't really want to learn that much about American history. But
No.
yeah, I was just like, oh, it's super cool. Oh, look, there's a president there. Yeah, there's a war. No, I don't care. But like I enjoyed the boat sections. Just like I was like, oh, that's interesting. That's new. But like you know how it's like free roaming now, and you really got to look after your ship. There's more of a purpose to like more of a reason to look after your ship. Not in
More
Assassin's
crew
Creed 3 where
members,
you
things
kind of
like that.
didn't really care. Yeah, exactly.
No,
And
you
you
didn't
have to
really give a-
recruit them
yeah.
and that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In Assassin's Creed 3, you didn't give a shit. No one like, hey, you can get upgrades. Nah, it sails. That's good. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
So, but nobody else has tried them. Tried it.
No, I.
Wow.
Ever since I bought.
Everyone else hates Assassin's Creed.
Well, I mean, it's here. It's not number 4.
You have it?
No, I have 3. I have 3. This was going to be the one that either made or would make or break whether or not I bought any future Assassin's Creed games. Number 2.
Well, that's not a good game to go off though, to be honest. Like,
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was kind of like, okay, well, 2 wasn't a huge leap forward, or it was a huge leap forward. I can't remember. But
Yeah, it was. Yeah, two pretty much fixed everything.
Yeah.
Made it brilliant.
and then Brotherhood
Fixed all the fuck ups from.
Brotherhood wasn't great. Is that the one I'm remembering?
Brotherhood was just kind of like it's more of the same, but it's like a little bit more better. But when Revelations came out, it was like, okay, you're not really doing anything anymore. You introduced bombs, because that's what I thought when I played it. I didn't buy it. I just borrowed it from a friend. But I had, I had 2 and Brotherhood, and they were pretty good. And then 3 just threw everything out the window.
Yeah. So
Just kind of ruined it for me. Yeah.
I kind of had visions of like doing funny montages with the character, walking up to random people and just overdubbing speech with all manner of funny stuff. But then, you know, when it gets to that point where you're completely disregarding the story and not giving two shits about the story, you know, it wasn't a fantastic.
You know, a game's gone the wrong way. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. 'Cause, like that's the thing. When I was playing, I just stopped giving a shit. I didn't even want to explore. Like in 2, I wanted to. In 3, I just didn't care. It was like, okay, here's a big open area. Awesome. I just want to get on with it. But I would, you know, you said you would record yourself like saying shit every single time, just playing by myself, because I play with myself all the time. I would like, I would jump down on 2 guys, like do the double hidden blade thing.
I'll do that again.
Yeah, and I would just. No, I did
How does it go again? Ron?
Did I do that? Oh yeah.
You jump down on 2 guys and do that.
There you go. There's real. But yeah, I would double kill him and I'd go like, surprise faggots, like every single time. That was just my call. I stopped calling it Assassin's Creed. It was always, surprise faggots! And
3.
then like...
Surprise faggots 3.
Surprise faggots 3.
Surprise faggots, black flag.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, that's what it was to me for a while. It was just the surprise faggots game. Like jumping from a rooftop and stabbing 2 guys at once.
There's only so many times
Stabbing
you can do
2
that.
guys at once.
Do you also play every game with your mic turned on? Because I remember hearing this audio clip of a guy playing Grand Theft Auto 5. And he was
strippers?
talking to the strippers.
Yes.
And it was playing to every other person that was playing the game. And he's just like, oh yeah, oh yeah.
I love you, Sapphire. Sapphire, you do it so well for me.
That must be really embarrassing.
It was so cringy. It's awful.
I'll have to
I'm
look
looking
that
this
up after the show.
Wait, what do you type into the search for that?
Oh, I don't know. I think it's
GTA 5 creep.
mics on or something. Talks
GTA
to
5
strippers in Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, 5.
Cringe.
Stripper.
But it is pretty funny just to hear these comments coming through while someone's playing. Just like, what is that guy talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Also, next week, new Call of Duty.
Boom.
Wait, is that coming out next week?
As in, like, on Tuesday, our
Wow.
time, Ron?
Give it 11 minutes and it's technically tomorrow.
Yeah.
But like, wait, what?
You are not a fan, Ron.
No, I should know this. I play COD. COD is awesome.
Yes, granted. You should know these things. You
Tuesday.
You should be glued to YouTube and all manner of videos that I will be putting out. Blatant self-promotion. SkeelsyShoota.com. No, that's not even a website. What am I about?
Registered.
Boom.
I think it's only because I don't know if I'm gonna.
Yeah, no, someone's gonna have that.
I should
I
register
just
that
don't
now.
know if I should wait till it's out on Xbox One. So that's what I meant.
You know what? I had the same thought process, but then I realised what kind of person I'm like. I will not be able to sit there for 3 weeks and see the amount of videos coming out of, you know, people having fun and me just sitting there like the fat kid.
You're just gonna be like just so taunted. You just want to get it.
Yeah. And I'll pay for the, you know,
Don't
the
want to miss
upgrade.
out. Fear of missing out. Hey.
Yeah. So come Tuesday lunchtime, I will not be having lunch. I'll be going up to trusty JB Hi-Fi and grabbing myself a copy and
That's the advantages of working in the city.
that's it. As luck would have it, Sophie's away for 5 days as well. So expect me to do all manner of ranking up in those 5 days.
Ranking up or
Yeah, ranking up.
ranking up?
That wasn't a slip of the tongue, so to speak. Yeah. Oh God. No, I'm not all about surprise, faggots. Surprise, faggots. 4 black flag. Black fag. Black fag.
What did you just...
Play that.
You're gonna have to cut that out.
No, leave it in or I'll be disappointed. I'll cry.
Oh, better leave it in then.
That's what she said.
Oh.
Sing. Yeah. No. Cool. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to come back onto the resolution thing because that's just completely moot. But I am actually pretty excited for this. This will probably be the 4th Call of Duty that I've been sort of looking at all manner of resources and looking into stuff and eagerly awaiting it. But this one came around kind of quick, and I think that
Very quick.
probably goes to say something about Black Ops 2. If a really, really broken game had come before it, like Modern Warfare 3, I mean, everyone was just like hanging out for Black Ops 2 because they were sick and tired of Modern Warfare 3.
It wasn't a bad game.
So you think it's going to be a bit of a launch?
Well, I mean, there was a stream yesterday that I caught onto where they were showing that it's already been hacked. Got people,
Okay.
people running around with max prestige and all the perks and all the
Yeah, I saw that.
yeah,
Yeah, Ghost has already been hacked.
which is a bit disappointing.
Wow.
So hopefully there'll be a day one patch that they're already working on. Because how people at Activision or Infinity Ward or whatever, how they wouldn't have seen that. Like, what are you laughing at, you Wally?
I'm watching the video.
Surprise faggots? Or?
Everyone can hear you flirting with strippers on GTA 5. And they put up the subtitles, and it's like guys going like, "Oh yeah, I really like that booty," and then you hear the guys recording it laughing. I can't make it any louder, but
Is he making it rain yet, though, figuratively?
like, because you're watching it from somebody else's from
Like
somebody
the
else's
other guy's
screen.
like walking down the street or something.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
and they're hearing somebody else saying it. So you remind me of Beyonce.
Look at that booty.
Fucking awesome.
Do you mind if I put a ring on it?
I'm going on to GTA Online right after this, and I'm gonna. Oh, by the way, anybody who wants to join my clan, I mean my crew, it's called We Blow Goats.
Sounds
We blow
appetizing.
goats. We blow goats.
Nice. I'm liking it.
I must be part of like 2 or 3 crews at the moment. It's crazy. I'm like the most traitorous crew member in history.
Oh, you crew whore!
Such
How
a
could you do that?
Spread out about of it, baby. Yeah. My loyalties can be bought, quite clearly. I'm in Jay's clan. I'm in some other person's clan here in Australia. I mean, God. Might have to
Get
join-
killed for that.
What,
Yeah.
Jay didn't invite me to his clan? Great, thanks, Jay. Whatever. Mighty heart broken.
Broken.
I'll be in the
Start
hunt.
crying.
You're still watching, aren't you? Now I'm gonna have a look at it now.
I'm feeling it, girl. This guy's a fucking muffin.
You know, on a podcast where they can't see what you're laughing at, it's kind of a limiting factor.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck him.
Cheers.
There you go. Heard it here first.
And on that
Problems.
and on that somber note, I think we might wrap that show up. I think,
I'm sorry.
as Ron put it so succinctly, fuck them.
Yeah. Hey, I didn't mean it. We're still buds, right?
Fuck 'em.
We can
Good
still
night.
hang
Fuck
out.
off.
Nice.
Did I save it? I saved it, right?
Yeah, clearly, yeah,
Right there at the end. I smoothed it back over.
like a baby's bottom.
Buds, right?
So it's getting pretty late here, and Chris has many sheep to count in order to get off in time. To sleep, I mean.
It's going to be a long day tomorrow.
Get on my level, mate. Come on. Get on my level.
How many hours are you pulling?
I'm putting some hours at the moment. It's that pre-Christmas,
Wow.
pre-annual leave rush where people want their websites.
right?
Yes, that's it, Ron. Yes.
I think there's a record for this episode how many like masturbation jokes there actually were in it. There were a lot more than
There were a lot.
usual.
I'm sure we can jerk some more out of it, though.
Boom!
Oh.
Nicely done. Very nicely done.
And I've got an 8 p.m. basketball game tomorrow, so I'm going to have to conserve
you
some...
play real sports?
Play real
I
sport.
don't even know
What?
I'm
You
the
go outside? What are you
21st century geek, baby. Yeah. I'm in my anniversary year, 20 years of playing basketball.
20 years of playing basketball.
Yeah, it all started in probably more actually, 1992, 93. Basketball.
Michael Jordan
He's
standing out in
If you want something to drool over, or jerk over in Ron's case, the
Yeah?
Michael Jordan's house is up for sale, and there's
Why
like
the hell would I
there's
want
like
to
a
jump over a house?
It's like a 6 or 7 minute video of the Jordan compound, and they take you around it, and it's unbelievable.
Is there just like naked women like everywhere inside all of the rooms, you know, displaying like the taps and shit like that?
Not from what I recall. No, I think it was
Well,
more.
then, I'm not robbing one after that. What do you take me for? Duh.
I just thought you were into, given your propensity for surprise faggots. I thought you'd be into that sort of stuff.
Surprise faggots! I might actually chuck in Assassin's Creed 3 right now and just like see if it can gear me up. I'll yell it out a couple times and see if it gears me up to get Black Flag, but we'll see.
Yeah. We will wait with bated breath. So that was let me just change because Ron's frozen. Yeah, so that was episode 7. Thank you for watching. Give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and
This is going to be the last episode as well.
no, don't listen to
Yep.
him. I'll be back next week. Rishi is going to be really pissed off if this is the last show, because I promised him a spot, so he's on next week supposedly. But yeah,
Supposedly. I don't know how well that's going to pull through, but we'll see.
well, it comes back to, if he's been begging me for this long, he can make sure he shows. Rishi, show
I'm
up.
just going to let you know now, his mic is horrendous.
Oh really?
Oh,
Shots fired.
Really bad.
Can you
Really
render yours
bad.
or something?
Maybe
No.
maybe we can airmail him Ron's old mic just to make sure that he doesn't have.
tell him to use the Guitar Hero mic.
That's it.
Yeah, exactly. Tell them to get one of these fuckers.
Rishi, you heard it here first, mate. You need to get one of those Guitar Hero mics. Yeah. Before you come on next week, we have quality now. We have quality that needs to be upheld. But yeah.
Quality. Don't know about that.
Quality.
Well, audio quality. Yeah, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah, audio quality, yeah.
Yeah,
We're just up to par now.
that's it. iTunes will be begging for us to come on now.
Oh, to come on them, hey?
Well, there you go. And that's
You
the
heard it here
Set us
first.
back.
that's the last one, I'm sure.
This is the classiest one so far.
Oh yeah.
So far.
I knew we could rub another joke out about it, but
Ooh.
so thanks for watching. That was show 7. Tune in next week, and thanks to Carl. Thanks for coming on, mate.
Thank you.
Thanks to
No worries.
Cheers, Carl.
What a pleasure.
my usual cohorts, Ben, Chris, and Ronaldo. I'm sure he'll be on tune next week with more sexual innuendo coming at you.
You know it.
Stay
Oh,
tuned.
yes.
See you guys.